Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
Have y'all ever thought about or wonder how different your life would be, or just life in general, how it would be if we wasn't attached to materialistic things?
For sure.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, it you could say that, to me, from my perspective, that exists now with certain people. They already have the idea of being, it's the law of detachment.
The law of detachment. I like that.
Mm-hmm. The law of detachment, because when you detach, that takes out the fear and anxiety of losing things, like losing your job.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's where suicide comes in. It's really a compiled, suppressed emotions of fear of loss, and then to the point where you lose a sense of who you are, and now you don't want to be yourself. You don't want to be in existence anymore.
Okay. So we're so, I guess, enamored and in love with materialistic things. I think that validates probably 98, 90, it's probably 99.5% of the population.
Of our population.
Yes.
Yeah, because we keep, when it comes down to materialistic,
yes,
we keep the ball rolling.
Yes.
It's because of us that, said person that owns these companies, even down to stuff that material. I'm guessing that you were talking about clothes.
Yeah, cars, jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ultimately, I don't know how I would be if I can't sit here and say that I'm not materialistic, because I am. But I like what I like. But at the end of the day, by definition of what I buy, you have to say you're materialistic. Not to say I won't wear no name, but what is no name? Everything has a name.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But so insert no names, you will not, like me, you're not going. I'm not wearing the Shacks out of Walmart. You will never catch me.
No, I'm not going to be Shacks.
I probably won't even buy them to cut grass. I'll pull some old Nikes out the closets.
But we sneakerheads though.
Yeah. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So just for example,
I really don't try to fuck with no name slides either, dog. I'll look for some slides there.
I will.
That's bad. Huh?
What I was but we're in the footwear, dog. It is what it is. That's a bad example. Because I'm about to give you a good example. So at the end of the day, it's been times where I've had on, I might have on some Travis Scott's, right? But guess what? My jeans might have been from Walmart. And I don't, because I'm not a jean person.
Okay.
I don't even want to spend $30 on jeans. I don't. But it don't make sense to me now. Shoes make sense to me, but jeans don't.
I was in Atlanta. I went to the Lenox Mall.
Yeah.
And
I had to do that.
Because I was actually staying at the hotel right across the street from it, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go in here." And I was looking at T-shirts, of course, and then they had cargo pants, G-Star on, all that shit. And I'm looking, I'm like $219.
I remember when G-Star used to
Jesus
get a discount
Christ
at the outlets when I was in Texas, bro. Now it's back popping.
Oh my God, nigga, I couldn't imagine paying $219 for some cargo pants.
Those dudes out here to do it.
Yes. $80, $90 for a T-shirt. A T-shirt.
Just to say they got the name.
Just because of the name.
Yeah, just to say they got the name.
If I'm gonna spend on something, it's something not because of what's on the front, it's because I really, really like it. If I'm really, really gonna spend, it's 9 times out of 10, it's a timeless piece. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not going nowhere. I'm gonna wear it till the wheels fall off. You know what I mean? Till the last thread is on the ground. You know what I mean? So
that makes sense. Because it's certain pieces of clothes you can just get, and then it's not
going anywhere.
A button down's a button down.
Yeah.
Sports jacket's a sports jacket.
But for us men, it's different. Because a lot of women, y'all be like, I got pictures in that. I really can't wear that no more. Yes, no, right?
Yeah, I do know like some people that are like that, and I'm struggling right now to condense my closet, because at some point it's like it's excess. Like,
is it because you took pictures in and stuff? Is that excess?
No, it's just like for me it's because I always wear a uniform to work. So in my mind I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this just in case. So just in case, adds up. So like the other day I was shopping. I call it shopping in my closet.
Yeah.
I found like some Converse, like 2 pair of Converses, some slides.
Yeah, so you
found some dresses, like all kind of like stuff. I was like, okay. So I legit like, went shopping in my closet. So I didn't have to. But at the end of the day, because it's already so much stuff in there. Because I have all my closets full in the house. Just my stuff.
Yeah, I think the military is kind of like that, because you buy clothes and you have all intentions to wear it, but a lot of times you don't get the chance because because a lot of times we don't want to do shit on the weekdays. Then the weekend come and you like, I might do something, but then you like, I'm tired.
Summer turn to fall, and next thing you know it's spring again.
Man,
I got so many coats in this closet that got tags on, I ain't got to wear. I've been wanting to wear, and then Augusta don't get that cold. So, I'm like, damn. But whatever. Y'all ever been dirty Mac though? By like a friend, somebody that you might have considered close?
Yes.
Okay. You want to tell? You want me to tell?
You can tell us.
All right. So dirty Magging is, let's say someone basically they're talking bad on you, about you, to someone that you're entertaining, you may be in a relationship with, or whatever else, just to get their attention.
Or might not even be talking bad, just might be telling your business.
They're telling your business. Yeah, like
no idea.
You have no idea? Really?
No, I don't. I mean, it probably happened, but I don't know.
It probably is just more with men.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure it's happened. I just don't know.
Dudes are more inclined to dirty Mac because a woman, if she wants a man, no matter who's in the picture, if she do what she's supposed to, depending on what she want him for. Actually, depending on what she want him for. But if she really want a man, like, she can grab that man.
As a female, I could say I've had like people, you know what I'm saying? I can tell when a dude is talking like, slick about somebody else that they think that is like around me. Okay. So that's from my experience. I understand what you're saying from that perspective, but as far as like, I'm sure it has, because
it probably has.
I don't really.
Have you ever told a female that, Dre? Like, let's say one of whoever, a woman that you was entertaining that you talked to.
Okay.
One of her friends was dirty macking on her. Have you ever mentioned to said woman that you was dealing with, like, hey, your girl, she trying? So that might have been why, because I don't think I have.
I don't think I've.
So that might have been why.
I've never said it. I've experienced it, but I've never mentioned it. I've never mentioned it.
So that might be why you have never like been told.
Right.
Because a man probably is not most men probably, they're not gonna say that, like, hey, your girl was talking bad about you, and she was telling your business,
Yeah, and then too, like, I don't really consider none of them people that I've I would say experienced is like relationships with exes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's get this thing jumping now.
That's my perspective on not having baggage. That's how I go. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Makes plenty sense.
So
it does. It does. All the sense.
Like words have power.
Let me go on
words mean things.
D&D mode. All right. Excuse me. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic Podcast. We got your two hosts here, and we have a guest, Dre the Nomad, Reg Prime Minister. Should I introduce you? Or you want to introduce yourself?
You got it.
Okay. We got the lovely Miss Brandy. That's with an IE, right?
Correct. Yeah.
All right. Come on. We gonna. Oh, hold on. I ain't got no claps, no horns. What we got going on? Hold on, y'all. Let's get right. Let's get right. Here we go. All right, we should have some applause now.
Right.
There we go. Get another applause. We deserve applause.
Direct.
And some horns. But hey, before I get started, man, I just want to send my condolences out to all the family members that was affected by the recent tragedy in Uvalde,
Yeah.
Texas. Tragic incident. We have 19 elementary kids killed and 2 teachers. Yeah. What makes it bad is that this is the 3rd time in less than a week. So we had Buffalo, then we had the church shooting. And interesting fact, this is the 212th mass shooting this year. We in May, 145 days in May. We're 145 days in the year.
More mass shootings than there have been days of the year.
Right. Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They said we're number 1, and then like Mexico was number 2 with like 10.
Yeah.
Like it's not even 10, and we got 200 plus in under 6 months of 2022.
And 79% of the mass shooters have been 18 years old or younger. And before y'all actually came up, I saw that they just arrested a kid in Texas. I forgot the city, but he had a AK-47 and a replica AR-15.
Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough.
Fact. Let me look at it. Yeah. Things are. Something got to happen. Yeah, a student has been arrested after he was caught with an AK-47 outside his high school near Dallas, just a day after one of the deadliest school shootings in the U.S. Man, we in scary times, though. We are in scary times.
Man, love yours, man. Love on yours. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it's just a hey, I love you, hey, I'm thinking about you, because you never know, man, when your people step out that house, whether or not they're gonna step back in it, man. A lot of parents woke up, fed their children breakfast, gave them kisses or whatever for the very last time, man.
I think it was like the last week of school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the last week of school.
School's winding down.
And you talking about all under the age of 11.
Yeah.
2nd through 4th grade.
Yeah.
4th grade. That's crazy.
I asked my 9-year-old about it today. She had no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that. I would imagine that with social media being so prominent in society, that the teachers would, stop and say, hey, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I thought it would happen. But she was just looking at me with a stale face like, Daddy, I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
And I guess some educators might take the approach of like, that's the end of the school year, and like not to have that as a distraction. You know what I'm saying, for them? Because then like they might not have the tools at the time to process those emotions in a large, capacity, because you're talking about a ripple effect once people hear something tragic in their age group.
But you're right. I get that. But I think,
not saying it was okay.
No, right.
Yeah.
But again, my 9-year-old has an iPad, a cell phone, access to a Apple computer, all that. So what I'm getting at is that they're seeing this stuff. So why not hear if your parent? We hope that parents are talking about it, because that's why I did it.
Right.
But if not the parents, then definitely the educators. You know what I mean? Just to put them up on game, or at least talk about, because you're not gonna tell me that them kids in them schools don't know about it.
Yeah, you can't dance around it. It's
in your face. That's the point I'm making. But to your point, they're having end of year exams, so that makes sense. That makes sense.
It does in a sense, but that's why I think that's a lot of the reasons why we're in the situation we're in. So we all have military experience, right? Let's take it back to last year, the year before, when all the Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, all that stuff happened. it wasn't talked about in the military sections. Like none of my leaders or supervisors, whoever, like talked to us, pulled us to the side, see how it directly affected us, what our thoughts on it was. And you would think that would happen, with, especially with your Black or African-American soldiers. You see, because it kind of hits home because you're watching a Black man be killed on TV. And I'm pretty sure when y'all saw the video, y'all felt some kind of way. You probably wanted to cry. You probably was very emotional. I mean, it's just something hard to watch because you can put a face to that man. It can be me, Dre, it can be your father, your brother, your son. Like, it's like, so, but no one touched the conversation or the topic. Okay.
And I would say I was tasked to do that because, it fell into my realm of my scope of duties as far as like discrimination and diversity, because those conversations, can cause suppressed emotions. And then you're talking about people, like you said, just coming in and pretend like it's not an elephant in the room. So I did like some scripts for some leaders, because like every leader is not equipped with going, into spaces, especially people that don't come from certain demographics, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
But I definitely told them that it was something that had to be addressed, that needed to be looked into. And I gave the recommendation that if people had televisions, not to have the news, because we know that certain news channels are biased. So
you're right.
If you got an office with cubicles of senior leaders, like I don't have a choice but to sit there and be assigned to, blank unit and come into this building. And I don't, now I'm getting this subconscious feed all day about this sensitive stuff that's been going on. So, I was like, turn those TVs off. If they're in those common areas in the workplace, because the possibility that it's just going to stir up more stuff and become more of a distraction for the organization, and y'all leaders aren't prepared for that.
Right.
So, like I said, that was my recommendation.
That makes sense.
But like I said, I was like, look, I'm an advisor. You do what you do. You come to me after the fact. If I can steer you, but there's really nothing I can do once that fire is already burning. So
okay, yeah. So once again, condolences to all the family members, anybody that was affected by it, and also this is today is the 2-year anniversary of the George Floyd killing. So a big turning point in I guess from everything that we have, but I don't even know how much of a turning point it was, because not a lot has happened in favor, far as us. I think they recently did the George Floyd bill that's being passed through the White House, but I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But
I guess from my perspective, it was more it was an incident unlike the others because it became a global. And it was like his voice and his face. There are murals of him across the world. And so at some point, like Black was Black, not like Dominican Republic. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, it was like Black Lives Matter. I think to me, that's what my takeaway was from seeing how much influence that particular situation had, as opposed to the other ones, which were, of course, all similar and equally as tragic.
Right. And the only thing that really happened was the officer was charged. But I think still, if something of that magnitude was to happen again and it goes to trial, we would still be like, I would not be surprised if nothing was found. This officer was found innocent.
You're saying, so you're talking about legally. She's saying more of a more of a global
okay,
impact,
so
overall impact.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to overall, unfortunately, it had to be that way. But George Floyd did change the world in some sort, man. You know what I'm saying? So
open the eyes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And I mean, so hopefully this bill does get passed and everything. But pardon us for being a little rude, Miss Brandy.
I'm good.
Before we got into that, we introduced you. What do you want to tell our audience about you? You got to tell them a little bit about you.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all,
whatever you want to divulge.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool. So I'm retired. I don't work. I go to school.
Okay.
I am a mom. Once upon a time, I did have a little person. So he's 23 now.
Okay.
And he's 6'2". He say he's 6'2". I say he's 6'3". But yeah, so I'm an empty nester. I've never been married.
Okay.
And I did like over 23 years in the Army.
Okay.
And
hey, listen, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And listen, congratulations, that's an accomplishment in itself. Like especially
is.
as a single mother,
Yeah.
Black woman, that's big.
It is. I agree. Thank you.
Huge.
Thank you for I take those flowers for sure, because it definitely was not an easy task, especially coming through the OIF era.
Okay.
And, I always tell people, like, if you know, like, so when I say like I'm a truck driver, they be like, some people don't know. But like,
88 my
So
okay.
And no, I never worked in an order room, not knocking nobody that did, the admin stuff.
If you know, you
right.
So, but that's their job. But so we know, like, as female 88 Mike or supply, whatever else, they are liable to stick you in an oily room somewhere.
Yes.
And
And then you take away from your technical skill and your tactical ability. So I was blessed, in quotation marks, to live in the motor pool my whole career.
Well, I don't call that a blessing.
I said it in parentheses.
Okay, all right. Listen, because I hate motor pool Mondays with a motherfucking passion.
Sarcastically, trust and believe, but
motor pool Mondays is not for me.
Yeah, but I had some awesome mentors in the transportation corps, and then it was a blessing when I came to Fort Gordon, because there's no way I was supposed to have been here as in Georgia, because I got some even better mentors out of the Signal Corps, and so I closed out on a positive note. Like, some people get out and they like bitter or whatever. So, but and then like you and I talked, and so, and like my one of my close mentors was telling me to go ahead and just because I'm transitioning, I'm not a soldier no more. So technically, I guess you could say, like we talked about, I'm a baby witch.
Okay.
I'm growing.
So she's a baby witch. So I can use that term. I didn't know if you wanted me to say that. She's a witch, but she's not full grown yet.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not seasoned. You know what I'm saying? But I know enough to know. And I say that because, like, I don't do like I don't do actual work. You know what I'm saying? I don't do actual work. I don't do consistent rituals.
Okay, so we don't have to break it down. So because
so
she had to break it down to me, and Drake got the same look I had. Drake got the same look I had.
But I am more like, I lean more towards like the like stuff that's like concrete, where I can show you. You know what I'm saying? And give you like, so it's not for so many people like, oh, when it gets talking about religion, spirituality, it's like it just looks real fuzzy. You're not showing me nothing. You're just telling me something, like, and you expecting me to feel what you expressing to me.
A lot of subjective.
Right. Yeah.
I'll hold it because we'll get into it later. So you're kind of like me. Well, you are like me. Like, well, I'm not I would be a warlock, right? You're but no. So you're a retired veteran living on a fixed income.
That is correct. Never lied.
That's what I say.
Yes.
That's what I say.
I'm on a budget.
Okay. So yeah. I don't know where y'all want to begin, man. Announcements. You got any announcements, Dre?
No, man. I don't think that.
Man, shout out the clothing line. You gotta keep promoting.
Oh, what you talking about as far as
Baby Boy? Yeah, Baby Boy.
Oh yeah, with Adonis. Oh yeah, man. Well, so my son, he has a clothing line, Legacy Over Liability. I've had a couple of pieces on, a few times on the pod. As it comes out more, as we get ready to launch this fall, I'll have on much more. But his mom really came up with the idea. I kind of put my 2 cents in, and financial backing and whatnot, and come the fall, we'll launch this thing, man. And like I said, legacy over liability, just letting the youth know that it's way better to be a legacy versus a liability, where society might tell you your liability, especially me having a young Black son.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's where the idea comes from, man. So definitely got to shout that. I'm glad you said that. Definitely got to shout that out. Shout out for that, man.
Give him some
Yes.
horns.
I follow Adonis.
Yeah, he's a wild boy, man.
Yeah. So yeah.
He's a wild boy.
We got listen, we gotta keep it fresh. So in the mind. So when it come out, and I'm pretty sure there will be probably some social media handle for it.
Of course.
Where people can get certain things. So yeah, we gotta
course.
We do have people that listen and support us. So yeah, we gotta keep it out there.
Yeah.
I really don't have anything. Episode 100 coming up. We still figuring shit out, working out. Maybe you can give us some ideas of what we should do for episode 100.
Yeah, man.
But
figure that out.
Also, I would like to apologize for the audio problems last week. I do not know what happened, but hopefully we don't have the same issue today. We did mic checks and all this other good stuff, so we should be good. But yeah, the mic Dre was on. It sounded like it was either off or very low. I don't know what it was, and I didn't even realize it until I started editing the video. But it happens. To the best, I think they would call me like I'm, because I'm Signal, right? Yeah. And they be like if the PA system don't work, they be like, hey, call Combo, and I'm like, that's PAO, right? Yeah, like I don't got shit to do with no microphones and speakers and all that shit. But they think like if the shit plug in the wall, if you plug in the wall, call somebody Signal. Like fuck no, like that shit, like I don't know. But yeah, so we should be good with that. Episode recap. That's probably all the comments I got was like
that's what I got
on but it happens. So hey, just turn your TV up a little higher. I hate to say that, but yeah, I mean we still had good, we had some good conversations. We're not gonna sports y'all out this talk, but we are gonna do some sports talk. We're watching the Heat and the Celtics. Got any thoughts on the Mavericks and the Warriors series? I don't because I
have been biased, so I've been watching the Heat in Boston.
Okay,
but until they get down to the final two.
Okay, so the final. Okay, all right. I really don't have any thoughts on the Warriors and the Mavericks. I think the series is over. The Mavericks are outmatched. That's all I got to say. I think it's over next game.
Period. It's over. It's a wrap.
So for the Heat and the Celtics, I think the Celtics win in 6.
Yes, I agree.
That's my thoughts.
You know what? I want to say Celtics, but this series is so unpredictable.
It's
been
a blowout.
All have been blowouts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like not just like 10-point. We talking all skunks.
Yeah. And at some point, like some of the games were 30-point games.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All skunk. You get every game has been a skunk. And in the playoffs, man, that's unheard of, man. So
especially this round.
Yeah, it could go. No, I mean, so what?
Well, the competition's supposed to be closer.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, who would expect it? So I'm not going to say Celtics in 6. I just wanted to see a good series. May the best team win because they both look, they Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, look at that shit.
Off
I'm sorry, but because Jason Tatum is like a light switch. One game he's on, next game he's off.
So is Jimmy.
Yeah.
I mean, the Celtics been building a team for a while.
Right.
They have.
The time is now.
It is.
And like they hungry, and I think this is my perspective.
Okay.
And the Heat is just like, like they cocky, like we Miami, you know what I'm saying? Like we supposed to win. Like traditionally, like they've always had like some top names.
So I think Miami is our new age bad boys. They're not like that, but they kind of do carry that swag, like we,
we gritty.
Yeah. We white hot.
Yeah.
We white hot.
Okay.
Yeah. But I got Boston and Golden State in the finals. Who do y'all have?
I agree.
I'm gonna rock with it, man.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
Twist my arm. I'm gonna rock.
Yeah. Karrine Steffans recently in the news. She made the comment. She said when she was married, her husband knew that she was dating or messing around with Wayne and Chris Brown. If one of them called, she was laid up in the bed. If one of them called, she answered the phone. Yeah. And it was like, hey, I'm in town. What's up?
I heard that interview.
She would.
Yeah.
Hey baby,
but I'm out.
I'm about to go. I see you in a couple of days. She was like, and verbatim, she said if she had pulled in the driveway and his car was behind hers, she would wake him up like, baby, I need you to move your car so I can go out. Wayne just called.
I mean, to me, from that perspective, it's no different from a sex worker. So It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, if I'm a OBGYN and like, okay, the hospital call and say my patient's in labor, you already know where I gotta go. I gotta go to work because this is what I do to pay these bills.
You know,
it's a good perspective.
It is. So here's a phrase that you have probably never heard on Unapologetic Podcast. I know you have not heard it from me and Dre. The term beta male, and we are going to talk about it soon. Well, down later on, but I will use that term right now. That's if your said husband, which was at the time I think Darius McCray, right?
Oh yeah,
Eddie Winslow.
It was.
Yeah.
That's definitely beta male shit.
Isn't he dating a tranny now?
I believe so.
Yeah.
There's no way you as my wife gonna tell me, hey, I don't care who it is. It could be Drake. Drake called. I'm about okay, and please don't come back.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, you're gonna have the time of your life. You can get whatever you want money wise, but don't listen. You are not about to go spend days or a week or whatever with some nigga and then come back to me and think. And she said she would come back home. Mm-hmm. Dinner would be prepared. Everything was good. Like he would ask her how was her week or how was her couple days or whatever. It was like some regular, like she went on a business trip.
Yeah,
and essentially she probably did.
It's her job. Like it's like if you basically, from this is how I interpret that. Like my heart is here with you, and then I'm home here and I'm doing X, Y, and Z. But this is where I go and I get my money at over here.
So you think she was getting paid? You think so? Or you think she was just fucking with Wayne and Chris Brown just because? Well, no, I'm sorry. It was Wayne and did I say Chris Brown the first time?
You did.
Okay, Wayne and Bow Wow.
I mean, because it's like even if I'm not getting paid, I'm still getting. It's like I'm gonna use the word endorsements.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, like even if I'm being paid, this flight is already paid for, and I'm coming back with something that is going to contribute to this household, and I'm bringing this back to you. Me as a person, I can never digest that. Either way, I don't care what gender it is, but I just know how to process it because I understand like that's the definition of an open relationship. They call it ethical monogamy. Ethical monogamy.
Okay, so hold on. What is ethical monogamy?
It's with transparency. I am with you, just like their situation. I live in this house with you, and I communicate, and there's nothing that you don't know. Like you know that already know who Lil Wayne is. You already know he's on tour, and you already understand that what he wants from me, and I go on these lavish dates, and I put them in parentheses.
To quote the great Rick Ross, "No, sir, not me."
Right.
No.
And like I said, like everybody, like it's different versions of open relationships.
That's true.
And so, like some people, their perspective is
Been cold as ice. A 2-pack of ass.
I'm sorry, I dropped everything on the night.
That was a sign.
Yeah.
So in a sense, it's like I get joy knowing that you are being fulfilled, and if this is what it means for you to be fulfilled in this capacity, because it goes back to when that clip I sent you, and it was talking about compatibility, and it broke it down in acronyms, and she was saying that if y'all are together and somebody say the intersection of where compatibility is supposed to meet, and that your partner's not meeting one level of the, level of compatibility, then some people may agree, right? Couple may agree that, okay, so the first acronym was like, say, recreation. So say, for instance, you a homebody and I'm an extrovert, a busybody, and I got the energy to get up and go. So it's so you like, hey, do what you do, go X, Y, and Z, because that's some shit I ain't got to worry about doing, because I don't feel like getting up, getting dressed, and doing all that extra activity. But I'm okay with that because I feel relieved because that pressure's off of me. And then when you come back, you're like relaxed because you got to fulfill something, in your cup that makes you whole. And so, like, again, when you know yourself and you know what you need, then you know what to walk away from, and you understand what you can and can't accept. So apparently, the two of them being together, they were okay with accepting, and understanding what they both agreed on.
But, so I don't know the full backstory of it. I'm going to assume that he agreed on it. He was okay because she came home, table was fixed, everything else. But like, I think at the time she said she was the breadwinner.
Yep.
I was thinking about that too.
Which, I mean, but so as a man, do you see yourself letting a woman, and I hate to use the word let.
You use the term let,
but
loosely. For sure.
It's loosely.
Yeah.
Well, are you okay with this? Just because she is a breadwinner, you still can be the king of your castle, the man or whatever else of this house, and not be the breadwinner.
No, it's not about. It's a difference between being a breadwinner. That's fine, and being in the sheets or entertaining other people. You know what I mean? Regardless, I'm not going to deal with you dealing with other people for money. Like, I'm not going to do that.
Regardless, money or not.
The breadwinner piece doesn't bother me at all. It is what it is. You might be in a position that, hey, guess what? You pay the cost to be the boss financially. You know what I mean? It is what it is. That doesn't bother me. But out and about.
Yeah, I don't care who called. Like I said, it can be Drake, it can be Wayne, whoever, Method Man. Listen. No.
Cool on that. Yeah, cool on that.
Yeah, I don't think it's about a monetary, like, say, who supersedes who and bring the money in. I think it's about an emotional thing, and it could be like manipulative, because like I could be free, right? Because I don't work, and then the person that I'm married to, whether it's a man or woman, they the breadwinner and they make so much money, but they are always gone making money,
right? And
so that person is like, well, in the back of their mind, whether they openly say it to other people or not, with knowledge, knowing like, okay, I know she probably gonna indulge in blank activities, such as like long weekends or trip, because like I'm not working, but I got access to money, and because of the emotional tie that I know that you have for me, you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, that emotional tie is greater than, oh yeah, I got more money than you.
Okay, but so I hate to say it, like, let's talk about, for a big part of this generation society, right? A lot of women are going to look at you as a man, like, if you're not the breadwinner, soon as you get in an argument or you say some shit, it's like, nigga, who the fuck you think you're talking to?
And you're saying it's based off of how much money you make. Is that what you're saying?
A lot of women will let a motherfucker know.
Okay.
But
based on what I see online, I'll subscribe to it. Although the caveat to it is that a lot of that shit is make believe.
It is. It is.
So
and
what is being shown, what's being portrayed, I'll subscribe to that.
And I will never subscribe to being okay with somebody that you really like is in town and you're about to go hang out and kick it with them for a couple days, a weekend, even if they're not in town, they're like, hey, I was thinking about you and I got you some tickets at the counter.
Yeah.
Go to the airport.
Yeah, no.
Don't pack a bag.
Would you you in a relationship?
Yeah.
Nobody should even be contacting you with that kind of like proposal. That's just my opinion.
But you got some bold niggas like that, and you got some women that will answer and entertain that. And you got some women that'll do that too.
Exactly. I would say that they'll inbox with the pictures, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I know you ain't doing nothing.
Listen, hold on. Don't come on Unapologetic sound like a pick me now, you know, because women will say that. I'm not calling you one, but women will say that. Like, look at her.
They be killing me with that pick me and Sam. And then you know one podcast I was watching, she's like, that's some bullshit. You ought to be a pick me. Who the fuck don't want to get picked? Who want to sit and be gray and creaky by yourself? Exactly. Listen. Everybody want to be picked and chosen. Right. Everybody want to be chosen. So
you know what? We get out of bomb. Go ahead.
So don't subscribe to the bullshit people be trying to throw those little.
How do you feel about that?
About what?
The pick me phrase.
I think it's trash, and I don't fall into it because I'm my own leader. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like that's like some bullshit when people be like, oh yeah, she sound like a pick me. Bitch, I am a pick me because I'm gonna get chosen because I'm always gonna pick me. If anybody picking me, I'm picking me. So as long as I know I'm picking me, I know I'm gonna always be chosen by what I want to be chosen by.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about him in a minute. I'm gonna talk about him.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, have separacy because when it really come down to it, I had to remember most of the people that be talking, they like younger than me. I'm like, hold on. I have to remember who I am. I'm almost 50 years old. I'm not finna pay.
Oh, you?
Yeah, I'm 44. I'm 44.
All right, okay.
I'm 44.
All right.
That's almost 50. What? Like
44 is in 50?
One more year, I'll be 45.
Or 50 is the new 44?
You closer to 40 or closer to 50?
I'm closer to 50.
Listen, hold on now.
I might not look like
Hold on, Sar. Hold on, Sar. What kind of math you doing? What kind of math you doing over there?
So all right. So we want
to round. You round up to the nearest 50 or you round it?
I'm just saying, like I ain't no baby. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. But you know, so the pick me term, since we're talking about it, I think that's just another way to decredit something. Like if a man said something, like if a man says like, listen, y'all women aren't innocent either, y'all do fuck shit too. That's true. And you like, you know what? You are absolutely right, Reggie. That's what we women out here, like we do some fuck shit, and then they be like, you know what? That motherfucking Brandy's a damn picky. Like
I would laugh.
Like, you know, but that's what we be saying.
Yeah, and you know, and I would laugh to the bank. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I am a woman. You know what I'm saying? And I've been around women, and I have like 3 older sisters. Mm-hmm. And I know that from my experience, that, and even just having friends, so as a woman to, you know, being interacting with women, I'd be like, yo, I'm not even a dude, like this stressful. I'm like, oh man, like you're stressful. So, and I know sometimes, like, you know, I take accountability for the shenanigans that I do.
Don't give them too much. We don't talk about accountability because I think that was into that energy and.
I mean,
like,
yeah. It's always there. Accountability is always there.
All right. But back to Idris Elba real quick. Y'all, did y'all see that he said he approached Michael Jordan about playing him in a movie, like he wanted to be Jordan?
Okay.
I didn't see that. Well, tell me more.
I think that is it. Like, who? Well, I don't know. First of all, Mike is about. Idris Elba ain't 6'6", is he?
Well, I mean,
it don't matter. It's all Hollywood, but
But you don't agree with it?
What kind of Jordan would Idris Elba be? What kind of Michael Air Jordan? What kind of Michael Air Jordan would Idris Elba be?
I don't know, man.
I mean, I
he
think
don't.
he's very smart.
I think he may be all right. He don't miss as an actor, though.
Would it be a BET movie? It would have to be because but listen, because when you look at the BET movies, like none of the actors look like the actual person at all. Like
but if a good actor, it comes down to the mannerisms
right.
and embodying the energy.
Right.
And that's where it
was like ever look athletic to you? I'm gonna move on. Yo, can I get that? I'm gonna move on.
Hey, she bit her lip on that one. Like, okay, all right.
I mean, he's in the age range.
All right, LoLo Jones. Did you read the article?
I did my homework. You sent me homework, and I did.
All right.
Shots.
Okay, I like that. Okay. Yeah. But so LoLo Jones, she is, what's her age?
49.
Okay, 40. Is she?
No, not 49. I'm sorry. She's in her late 30s.
39.
Yeah, like 38, 39.
Yeah. Homework. Okay. Yeah. But she's a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she's going through it bad. She says she does not plan on losing her virginity until marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And she's being teased. Men are telling her that she might as well go ahead and give it up because ain't nobody gonna don't nobody want to don't nobody want to marry a virgin.
The legit 40-year-old virgin.
The legit
40-year-old virgin. So and she's a very pretty woman. Very attractive woman. Very. Wow. What are your thoughts?
Accountability
on who's in?
On her.
Oh, okay. So you're our resident female woman, right? Is female all right?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay, all right. Gotta ask these days, you know.
I'm not one of them
all right.
I'm all of her and female.
So you've already told us that you have a child, so we know you're not a virgin.
Right.
Newsflash, Jay's right. Waiting till you're married to have sex, to give up your virginity. That's very rare. But as a woman, very, very much unicorn. As a woman, what would you, if she was your homegirl, what advice or what would you tell her?
I wouldn't be like hyping her to be like, girl, you better be, busted wide open. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be that friend or whatever. Like I would support her, but at the same time,
you wouldn't be like whatever that shit is, that fuck nigga free shit.
Oh no. We're showing our age right here. But no, that's not something I would not do that. But I was just thinking like at this age, and it's speaking from experience, because like, in your late 30s, early 40s, right?
Almost 50, right?
Yeah, you gotta go back and look at yourself and say, all right, so what have I, have or have not been doing to contribute? Because I think it goes beyond the fact of like, well, I'm waiting for marriage. You know what I'm saying? It's other things that's factored in there as far as like solidifying a partner, attracting that partner, and then getting out of like, say, your head or just different things like that. You can try coaching. So I don't think that she's explored, other avenues as far as like how to like really get out of that box. Because like one thing I noted was when I read the article was that she's very religious, and I was like, oh, there we go, right there.
Yeah,
you in the box, and so it's not uncommon. Like how I think we had a conversation before about how like being religious, sometimes you can get that combination. So you have that subconscious thing, that recording of shame, right? That's shaming.
Right. Yeah, okay.
So it's like, if I'm gay, or if I'm fill in the blank, and it's like I'm, it's that shame thing going. So like you carrying that energy with you, or even like probably being too self-righteous, right? So all these different things can be like taken away from the whole human aspect of it, or the whole like just being in the moment and like experiencing whatever it is that you could be experiencing, as far as like fixating on like these rigid lists, this checkbox, right? You know what I'm saying? And this timeline. So you make it stiff and rigid, so no individual can connect with you.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what I was getting from when I looked over my homework.
Right.
Okay. Reg.
As
Does it make sense?
it does.
It makes sense.
But
it makes sense, and I didn't look at it from that aspect. I think that's a great aspect.
It is.
But I got some shit to say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we want to hear this. Yeah. So I mean, her waiting, and look, don't get us wrong by any means. I mean, do what you want to do if that's what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never gonna shame anyone that's a virgin. But I think at the age that she's at, she's more or less going to run into more people that are just interested in, you know, being the first or, you know, fucking. They may want, they're not saying that they're not going to want to wife her, but at this age, a lot of people aren't just into the waiting game. Okay, I'm gonna wait 8, 9, 10 months, 11, a year until we're married to have sex.
I mean, Devon Franklin ain't making good then. They waited.
And look at them now. But where they really can, I don't know if they were really compatible, but you know, but yeah, they did. Or so they said they did, but yeah. But so it's a good starting point.
Yeah.
Because I would definitely disagree if they were having sex and then she said, you know what, we're not doing this no more until you put a ring on my finger, until we, you know, walk across this, you know, altar, whatever. But 39 and a virgin. Honestly, I have to listen. I don't think LoLo Jones is gonna get married. If that's what she's waiting on, like right now, if that's what she's waiting, in order for her to have sex, she has to get married. I don't know if she don't ever find what she's looking for.
I think she will. I don't know if she's gonna find what she's looking for. I believe she'll get married.
Yeah.
Because like you said, like at the end of the day, unfortunately, like now it's to the point where, you know, it was internal. All this stuff was internal, right? And then she came out, you know, and let the world essentially know, you know, what's been going on. So now she is a lamb in the lion's den, right? And at the end of the day, you got we know some. It's plenty of people out here, plenty of men, probably women too. I don't know.
Yeah,
but it's plenty of. I'll speak for men. So I'm a man. There's plenty of men out here that get off, if you will, on taking a task like that, or taking any task, or going against the grain. You know what I mean? Or going, or making someone go against what
their values
are.
Yeah, and then
it's guys that pride themselves
on that
type of
shit.
Yeah. Like take it on, like this is the objective, like it's like some James Bond type shit.
I will wait this out.
Not only that, but like she's LoLo Jones.
On top of that, on top of her being LoLo Jones, right? So you know what I mean. It is what it is,
and it sounds good as long as you got one in the cut too.
I was getting ready to say that also.
Okay, yeah.
I was getting ready to say that also. So, again, man, good luck to her. I hope she finds what she's looking for in a man. I will say that I don't know too many men that's not going to test drive the car before they buy it.
I don't know too many women that's not going to test drive the car outside of her. But yeah, so
and that's just it. And we're talking today. I don't.
And it was a podcast I was listening to, and they were talking about that. It was another podcast. It was on. There were two podcasts. One, she talks about sex, and the other one talks about like religion. So anyway, the one who does the religion stuff, she talked about how basically overhyped she felt about the whole waiting thing. She was dating this perfect guy, and it was just like this thing she just kept, bringing up about the weight.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like, what the hell?
Wait, who? The podcaster or Lolo Jones?
No, the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, the girl who was like, religious.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, just basically felt like it was just consuming, parts of the relationship in her life that it shouldn't have been, because she was making it more than what it was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she was like, it was really not that big of a deal. Like, I love him, he loves me. Like, we're gonna be together. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically where her message was, when talking about how so many people, and she was talking about the shame portion, as far as like in religion and whatnot. So like I said, not advocating for her to or not to or whatnot, but I just think that in my opinion is that she should probably explore other avenues as far as like really looking at herself and how she's connecting.
I like that. I like that thought. I like that thought process, man. I do. At the end of the day, we're not, again, Unapologetic Nation, we're not saying she should get in the octagon and go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But look yourself in the mirror as to why. If you are nitpicking, if you will, at certain things, he's not the one, it's not this, it's not that. And then the icing on the cake or the big palm is, and by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, man.
It's just like at the end of the day, like everybody's a person and we all flawed, and take out these boxes and these like black and white and these real rigid lines, you'll be able to flow a lot more naturally in a lot of relationships and even sustain certain romantic relationships. Like I know people that gotten divorced and they get remarried again. But again, some people, depending on their culture or even religious background, there's some shame that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you back with him? I know you did. Like, girl, bye. Like, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? But because everybody needs to live their own life, and every relationship is unique and to every, like we talked about with Karrine Steffans. Like whatever it was, they was working for them. He was okay with it. It was consensual, and
I guess it had to be consensual with him. Back on him.
It was. I mean, because look who they now.
Maybe because
they got that term head between the washer and dryer. That's what Karrine and Steffans ass would have been.
I think
bringing all the Aries energy, all the fire.
You know what? I just realized we're all Aries.
No shit.
I just thought about that.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
When's your birthday?
I'm the 18th.
Okay.
I'm at the end.
All right. And I'm in the middle.
And I'm the 12th.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
You in March?
Yeah, I'm in March. I'm 30th, and he's
at the beginning.
Yeah. Of what?
You're at the beginning.
You're the beginning of Aries.
Yeah, you're the beginning.
They say March Aries is flawed. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just messing with you.
Okay. You just said, like people or family members would say, like, "Oh, you back with him?" But if you move on too soon, them motherfuckers a bit talk shit about you.
Of course.
You know,
you ain't shit. And he was a good man.
I got a friend. I have a friend that's going through that right now, man. That's going through that same situation where, parents, mom, dad, whomever, are not are all for getting away from said ex-husband or whatever, right? Moving on, right? But have so many questions about the new person in their life. And to me, that shit is so ass backwards. You got to give a person an opportunity to live.
Yeah.
Right? You got to give a person an opportunity to live. You can't walk in someone else's shoes, man. You can't walk in someone else's shoes for them.
No.
You got to give a person an opportunity to live, man. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't matter.
Right. And
it's not your call.
Yeah. And a lot of people get caught up into the telling people how to grieve, how to recover, how to cope with certain things too. For instance, if you are getting over someone. The term is the best way to get over someone is getting to someone.
Yeah.
It might be true, it might not be true, but you can't tell nobody like, oh, you moved on too fast.
You can't.
Damn, you already with somebody else? They must have been in the cut. They must have no.
Or if you take too long, it's like, oh, you still want them back. And it's like, I'm
cooling, right? I'm cooling.
I'm just living right now. Like,
man.
Oh, you waiting? No, you just trying to wait them out. Like, what? Say what?
Yo, that waiting shit. Oh my God. That's what everybody thinks. If you're not in the street, right? If you ain't in the street, that means you're automatically waiting for some shit. Nah, motherfucker, I'm just healing, motherfucker. How about that?
Yeah.
Just minding my business.
You know,
just minding my business.
Mind the business that pays me.
I'm just in the cut.
I'm just the business.
My mind might be somewhere else. So yeah.
Hey, as a man, how much healing time do you think you get from people? Or they do it? Is it really a factor?
You know
people
what?
Think.
I don't give a damn what people think. I feel like at the end of the day, if I know you, I'm not going to put a man, men in one box and say, hey, a man should have this amount of time. Because if I know you, and I understand the severity of your breakup or whatever, you know what I mean? I'm going to be there for you for as long as it takes. As long as it takes. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to talk crap about you. I'm not going to say this, that, or third to the next man about you or the next woman about you, because that's your healing. That's your process. That's what you got to go through. As long as on the other side of it, that you come out victorious in more than one way, not just with having another partner, but just victorious in life, victorious in your mental health, then that's what I'm with.
Yeah.
Take your time, partner. Take your time, because we all, we all have that. And I'll be straight up, when I went across seas, and I told you that, Reg, when I went across seas, guess what? I had some healing to do about when it came down to life in itself, right? Period. Some things that I had to face. I had to face the music on a few things.
Okay.
Right?
Accountability.
Right? It was 9 months, and I'm still a work in progress, but that alone was 9 months. You know what I mean? So it ain't no time crunch. It ain't no ticking time clock on that shit, man.
For women, once you like are back in the clubs, you take that club selfie, or you in the streets again, they be like, yes, girl, she's healing, right or wrong.
I know you're saying like, oh, when you post a cute selfie, people do try to hype you up, and they'll make you think like, that's the route you should be going, and you looking good and you looking fine, like you got the glow on you, X, Y, and Z. So yeah, I understand. I understand where you're coming from.
Ooh, I hate that.
But again,
do they glow up though?
But for me, I feel like from my experience, it's about I purge during.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Do they glow up though? Y'all do that shit for real.
When?
Some do.
Yeah, some
do.
Once the breakup happened.
Shout out to my cousin Tamika Smith, man, who has or better known as the Wordsmith, man, that has books and is a domestic violence survivor, right? Right. I'll tell you something, man. And I won't put her business out there because that's my family. But she went from nothing to motherfucking something.
Okay.
Dog. Like, you feel me? Like, you read about it, you see the Lifetime movies, you see this shit. But to have my first cousin, this is my first cousin, go through it literally like at the point where she'll tell you, you know what I mean? It's all in her books and things like that. She could have died, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like dude could have killed her, dog. Only to be where she is today, man. You know what I mean? Killing shit, healthy, happy. You know what I'm saying? Just shout out to her. Shout out to Meek, man.
With you. But so that glow thing, and we know because listen, once we start seeing like the little posts And then we start seeing the selfies, and this motherfucker like ain't looking like you can look at this selfie, and then you can go back like a couple weeks, and you be like, okay, these pictures look a little different now. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, like it's there's some single shit gonna happen here, and then next thing you know, you start seeing the fuck nigga free memes and quotes and all that other shit. You're like, okay, here we go. But so if you the nigga, you be like,
I mean, take it back to
I bought that motherfucking dress
media, but the pre-social media.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Before it was posts in Instagrams or whatever. It was just you had to just if you saw that person in passing or whatever, if they had that inner, piece about them, you would see like, okay, that this thing is settled.
Well, okay, we talking about the inner piece, but now we talking about the inner piece, and now that Instagram post with the motherfucking dress with the side out and the hips showing, half of the ass showing, and the midriff.
Reggie, I think you just
she got them stiletto curtain. No, am I? Am I? Hold on now. We can pull up Instagram right now, and we can go through a couple posts. Like we can go down the timeline. Yeah. Like okay, just somebody newly single. You can tell a newly single post picture, selfie or whatever than someone that's in a relationship.
I understand what you're saying, but I guess like from my experience, I've never been married, so.
But you've been in a relationship, and you probably had a nigga fuck you over, and a lot of women that. Some that done had a nigga fuck them over. Once they like, you know what? I'm about to go out with the girls, and she done put on the baddest fucking girl dress ever, as Martin would say. Yep. And me and Dre, man, we know. We see that picture like, okay.
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I know that there are people that move in that fashion. Like I said, I've never been married, so. And for me, when I post, I have, like I said, my son 23, so
yeah,
like I'm not trying to have my son, my seed out there because he'd be quick. He'd be like, "Ma."
Well, listen, you probably got.
He'd be like, "Ma."
Listen, you probably got.
Hit me on the phone quick, like, "Ma, come on now."
But it's probably men.
It's probably men.
But it's probably men your son age, like probably in your DM.
That's what they talk.
I don't have DMs.
Really?
No.
Oh, you don't have DMs?
What? No, you see how old I am? See how I said that? I don't.
Dre,
I promise you,
she don't have DMs.
I don't.
Ain't nobody checking for you in them DMs.
No, I mean,
listen, why do y'all, Dre? How many women do you say that I don't know nobody DM?
Well, do you know how we think, right? How we think.
Don't nobody DM
exactly
the ones that you want to DM you. That's what it is. I get plenty of DMs, but
I don't get a lot of DMs.
From the people that you want to DM you.
No, I don't. I'm serious. I don't. The only people that like the only group chat I'm in is with my sister. Like, I have a real conservative life. Like, I mean, people be like really thinking like, oh, I'm out here. Like, I don't.
Listen, ain't nobody after that.
What's that about? It's not about you being out here.
Yeah, but you're not an ugly woman, right?
I mean, like people come on my posts, but they know not to come in my DMs.
They know it. Why do they know it? How do they know?
Blocked.
So they know not to come. Okay, so they know not to come at you like on some sleazeball shit. That's what you're saying.
So when they come, they got to come correct.
Yeah,
but that don't mean that they're not in the DMs though.
No,
really?
What I'm saying is, like, honestly, I can show you. My phone is downstairs, and you will see.
Listen.
So for instance, I'm gonna say,
Dre, how many women do you know say that? Like, ain't nobody checking for me, ain't nobody in my DMs. I know so many, but I'm like,
I know some. Let me look.
I'm like, you're not ugly.
Let me look at this camera.
I appreciate that, but
I'm saying you're not. But
right.
These women that say that, they're not, and I'm like, there's no way that there's no men in your DMs.
I know some killers that tell me that. I know some killers. Oh, it's cameras everywhere. Yeah. I know some killers that tell me that crock of shit.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Oh my God.
It's married women with niggas in their DMs.
I ain't gonna lie though. On some G shit, my DM's dry though.
Yeah.
Mine is.
I mean,
but you're a man. It's different.
On Instagram, because it's like they be scammers, so they don't count. They be like, those are bots. Like, That's it.
Brandy, I ain't sold.
Nah, yeah. I'm not so.
All right, then.
I'm not so. So listen, there was a 2010 from now Mount Rushmore rappers going around.
Okay.
It had
Name
Drake.
Name them off, big dog.
It had Drake.
Okay.
Kendrick, Cole.
I'm gonna shake this up.
The debate was the debate was who should be the fourth. From 2010 on, it was Nicki, Meek, Wale, Travis, Tyler the Creator, Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa.
It's got to be Big Sean for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So
I'm talking about from a lyrical standpoint.
Okay. Just so
I'm talking from a lyrical standpoint. The name based on the names that you just named.
Okay. So just the lyrical.
Yeah, lyrical.
But them top three have like the complete package though, right? Or
well, they're the complete package. So
let's do it because these names
I know
would be
if we're gonna go with complete package, it includes if it includes sales and popularity.
No, we can't do that though. We can't.
That's right. We cannot.
Yeah,
because you got to throw.
We can't.
Because you can say it was either you can go with Nicki or you can go with Travis Scott. I'm gonna get a nod to Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. So I was gonna go there, but when you said that, so I'm gonna go different. I'm gonna go different. I wouldn't know. I would have to go Meek. You said Sean. I would have to go Meek. Who would you say, Brandon?
My first thoughts was like creative wise. I was like Wyclef.
But
then I was also thinking about when you said Tyler.
2010.
Tyler
Creator.
Tyler.
Yeah, so we got to. Okay,
Tyler.
so you gonna go with Tyler?
Yeah.
Tyler. You know, I'm not a big Tyler guy, but
I saw him on Tiny Desk.
Okay.
He had the live, you know what I'm saying, instruments and he freestyled it and like the background. Like that's music.
No, he's a bad boy.
Yeah.
No, he really is a bad boy.
Underrated. Because I sleep on Tyler.
We talked about it for about 45 minutes one day, and I told him, I said, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Yeah. We talked about it one night, and he said, Reg was like, and I haven't listened to it, but it's a lot of chatter about it. So I said, okay, well, I knew what he was going to do. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to listen to it. And, I knew he was going to listen to it. We're going to come back to the table. So I listened to it. And before he had even finished it, he said he got into a few songs. And I said, listen, man, I ran this thing back about 2 or 3 times. I don't know. I don't know. He's a bad boy. So I can't put him on the Mount Rushmore, but someone will. You know what I mean? When it comes down to sales and shit like that, like they will, or notoriety, or
And he just won the Grammy, right?
That's what I'm saying.
And you can tell he just like hears beats.
So why do you got Sean?
Because I think bar wise, I think lyrically he's on the level of the 3 people mentioned. I believe that.
I would agree with you, but the crazy thing is he's left off, and it's like those 3 have left him like light years ahead of him.
They put him and Wale in the second tier. They do. They put him and Wale in the second tier.
Yeah,
they do, and it's not fair.
Why you got Sean over Wale? If y'all didn't hear that, I asked him why you got Sean over Wale, because I did say that kind of low. I'm sorry.
I think Big Sean can out-rap Wale, man. I do. I think he can. But Wale is a motherfucking poet. You know what I'm saying?
He's a poet.
You feel me? Yeah. So a lot of the things that he say, you gotta know a little bit about.
We need to
I would definitely say he's.
We need to give her a refill.
Yeah,
he is.
So when listen. Usually I let people pour their own poison, but you tell me when to start now.
I appreciate you kindly since you're over there. Right?
Yeah, right.
I'm shocked she let you do it because she was telling me that she's been single so long. She's just so
Oh,
used to doing
man.
everything by herself.
Here we go.
Listen,
No,
Dre, I was gonna pop the cork and everything. She told.
Snatch it from you.
But no, I didn't even get a chance to grab the bottle. She was like, "Listen,
Do I need to put this right here so
doing
you
things
If
for
you don't
myself
mind.
so long."
I mean, y'all got y'all picture
Yeah,
right there.
absolutely. Listen,
Accessible.
y'all listen. We are sponsored by Menage a Trios today, and I'm trying Menage a Trois and Red Special Long Island. Yeah, light skin Long Island. That's what we're doing. But so yes, Wale, poet. I said Meek. The reason why I would go with Meek because I think Meek, while I won't say that he's lyrically better than Sean or Wale, and definitely not those top three.
No way.
He's close, but he also has the sales, the commercial hits, and I think for not for nothing, Meek Mill probably has 2 of the songs of the decade from 2010 to maybe 2020, if you want to bring in 2022. I would say Dreams and Nightmare intro is probably
For sure.
one of the top.
It's not going anywhere.
I'm not even gonna say top 5. I would say top 3 songs of the decade. That's not going nowhere. And I'm a Boss probably ain't too far away, but I would say his outside of his last 2 albums, maybe, he hasn't been neck and neck with the top 3, but he's been right on par with anybody else in that category outside of Nicki, like album wise. I think Nicki falls below them when it comes to rapping and bar wise, but anything else, if we had like Check the Blocks or Sliders, I think Nicki, when you talk about albums and whatever else, she's top.
She's a juggernaut, bro.
A juggernaut. But she starts sliding down when you start talking about like bars and like content and all that other stuff. That's why I got that. That's why I would say Meek. You got Tyler.
Which is a good pick, by the way.
This
is a good pick. Which is a good pick, and you can argue that.
And it's a good pick, and it's a sleeper pick because a lot of purists might like sleep on Tyler, but then when people are like, man, Tyler got the best album out right now, and I was telling you, like you said, I was telling you that, and we was like, Tyler Creator, Tyler the Creator, like
he's got range.
Yeah,
like it's like it goes from acoustic, like instruments back to like freestyle to a little bit of storytelling, and then like layering into like certain types of R&B or like that new, I don't want to call it neo soul, but it's like it's a new sound. Like
it is.
Yeah, it's not traditional. It's
and that's what he was saying. I watched the interview, and prior to what is it, Igor? That's the name of the latest one. Is the latest?
No, the latest one is something. Igor is the one before the latest one. I can't remember.
I don't remember. But anyway, before he was in I guess he was in the R&B category or something like that. And he said,
would they put him in R&B?
Right. He said one thing. He said, you know what? You guys put me in a box. Y'all gonna make me start rapping for real.
Yeah.
Call me if you get lost.
Okay. He said prior to this album, he said, y'all gonna start making me rap for real. I am a rapper.
But I know him. I know him as a rapper from when he first came out.
Yeah, but he was in the R&B category. I don't know which category. I had to look it up, but
I believe it.
He wasn't in the rap category when it comes down to awards for quite some time. And he was just like, I don't get it. I am a rapper. No matter, just because I don't have gold chains on and I know what I mean, and I wear wigs and shit like that doesn't mean
so that was Igor. But I love that video, Don't Leave or whatever the name of that shit was. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's what he said. He said, yo, y'all gonna make me start rapping for real. And he started rapping for
I believe
real.
But and He came out in a group called, I think it was Odd Future, some shit like that.
He was in Odd Future?
I believe it was.
He?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Odd Future.
Because he taps into like pop and he even samples rock.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
Like I said,
And he does everything himself.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
So
like,
yeah. So but yes, he was in Odd Future. Yeah.
Like I would dare to say he composes and arranges like live instruments and writes.
All right, so listen, let's talk about beta males because I think that is something on this list. But I think one of the when I thought about it, like so, I had a friend. He Dre, hit that door real quick because I already know what time it is. Yo, we got a quick interlude, baby girl. You gotta put that weight on it too.
Bam, bam.
You gotta put that weight on here. Baby girl's gonna be up here like, Papa, what's going on? What you doing? She gonna want to get in this camera.
Oh yeah.
And
Papa, who is one?
well, you're not really a guest,
Yeah,
but she ain't like, she gonna want to talk to you.
Who is it? Wait,
Shout out to my baby girl. Yeah, but so I had a friend. He asked me to come watch the game with him.
Mm-hmm.
I told him if I don't watch it here at the house, I'm probably going to go out to sports bar or something to watch it, because if I'm gonna leave the house, I want to get out. I mean, I'm here Monday through Friday just about all the time, besides the little times I go out and run errands and stuff. He was like, yeah, my going out days are pretty much over. Wifey told me I'm getting a little too old to be going out. It's not a good look for my sons. Mind you, he in his late 30s, maybe 40, 41 at the most. And I'm like, you too old to like to hang out with the homeboys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what she said, man. Yeah. So, and then he said, happy wife, happy life.
Oh,
yeah.
And so that phrase, and I don't usually think about that all the time, but when he said that shit like just rung beta male vibes to me all together.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop you here. When it comes down, when you hear the phrase beta male, I'm asking both of you, does your mind automatically go to negative thoughts?
Negative? Not all the time, no.
Okay. Ready?
I think it's some made up shit.
I
don't.
Okay, so we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Okay, you don't buy into it. Okay.
We'll get into that. But you believe in masculinity and femininity.
Yes, I do. It's the energy. It's not a gender. It's an energy. It's not a gender.
We're not gonna get ahead. We're not gonna get ahead of the curve. We're not gonna get ahead of the curve. We will not get ahead of the curve. All right. So when he said that, so I took this as first of all, the first thing that came to my mind was, okay, so your happiness does not matter. As long as you're in a union, two people, but in order for this thing to work, it only takes one person to be happy. Also, as a man or a woman, in order for, like, I can tell you, let's say me and you are married. If I tell you, listen, you get a little too old to hang out with the girls.
To be wearing heels.
Or wearing heels or whatever else.
Heels.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, yeah, like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that.
You know women that said they man and told them that?
I heard people say that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The man told them that?
No, it was just like, it's a thing.
Who? The man said that?
No, it's a thing. I'm not saying
that you're too old to wear heels.
They told you that?
Not me. Anybody told me, but like, you got different types of heels. You got stilettos. You got like little sexy strappy heels.
So you supposed to wear?
Are you talking about the kitten heels?
Like the Miss?
Yeah.
No. Nobody better not wear them.
What's those? The Miss Doubtfire joints?
Yeah.
Nah, the kitten heels are like the little short heels.
Them trainer ones.
The Miss Doubtfire joints.
You got the short block heels. That's like
that's the Miss Doubtfire.
There you go. Yeah, that's the short block ones.
No,
it's all square.
No.
Then you got the orthopedic, which is straight like
a little block,
like a slab of wood.
It's like sketch. They're like sketches.
Cold as ice.
Like cute sketches.
All right, so
I don't know if cute and sketch go together.
No, it might be some. Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, so I got those vibes because
But some people be lying.
who?
Some people be lying.
So he might be lying because guess what?
Exactly.
His ass might have got caught fucking around. She got him by the nuts. He can't really do a lot because listen, nigga, you leave. I'm about to take.
I don't speak for my son father when we was together. He used to lie all the time. I was like, babe, why you lie to them and tell them that? He like, yeah, I can't go because me and I was like, you tell them that you don't want to go.
So you said
he
didn't want to fuck with the boys.
He just didn't want to fuck around.
Yeah. He wanted to be Buddha. He wanted to be at the house. He wanted to, have the flowers and
by definition. That's a beta male by definition.
Okay, so we'll go with that.
No, he wanted to spend extra time with me, and because he was always out in the street before he met me, and then so like when they would call,
that's still beta male though.
And I was like, just tell them that you're
by definition
be at home.
Still beta male because he can't be straight up with his niggas and be like, my man, listen, I'm about to land with my lady because I tell Dre right off the bat, like, listen. Hey, I got something over right now.
And that's what I'm saying.
And he would tell me the same thing.
Like if that's the case,
be lying. Like, and I know some girls do the same. They're like, girl, my husband said, like, well, I got to take the kids, and it's like,
But some of that shit be true though.
Some people do be lying.
Because if a motherfucker tell you, like, hey, look, they're like, well, I'm gonna tell I start thinking, I'm like, damn, this nigga, like, he done told his wife something, like, oh no.
And then in the couple, it's like an inside joke for the couple. They be like, like he.
No, but so I got them vibes because of that just the connotation of the conversation, what he said, and whether it was a man or a woman, you should be able to have a life outside of whatever, like enjoy yourself. If you want to go out and hang out with the boys, but you're telling me you can't because whether it's the boys or the girls, you can't because your woman or your man said, you getting too over that shit. I can't. No.
Okay, I got something for you. Like, you see this cup right here?
Talk to me, yeah.
And you see this glass?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they look different, right?
Mm-hmm.
But their capacity could be completely different.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's capacity is not the same. Like, some people, they don't have the capacity to go beyond outside of their relationship that they are maintaining at home. So like they're already full. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
It may not like these two, they like different, but one of them has like a greater capacity than the other.
All right.
To be full. And like somebody else, they don't. And that's what I have to understand when I'm like, for my friends, because like my girlfriends, I'm like, they expend themselves to a certain point emotionally or physically that they don't have the capacity to. So sometimes like they don't understand, may not have the language. So it's like, oh yeah. So instinctively it's like, oh yeah, well I got X, Y, and Z with the kids. So they tell themselves that, or they like put these things in front of them as like, this is what their priority is. So they make themselves, exhausted because they prioritize like, this is it. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Well, like somebody else has a greater capacity. And you can look at that from an economic standpoint too. Like I just used, say, Steve Harvey, for example. So he has the capacity to be a radio host, a TV, host, a clothing line designer, a husband and a father and an author or TD Jakes. So everybody's capacity is not the same.
Okay. All right. So, and I want to go back real quick. So beta male.
So now you see why I said I don't believe in beta male.
I got you. Okay. I got you. But so the non-negative part is you may have a guy that's, let's say, shy. He's not the loud guy. He's not the guy that you would say, okay, he's always on the scene. He may be strong and confident, or he could be non-confident. He could just be the guy that's just whatever. Either or you can have the guy that wants to be in charge all the time. He's loud. But that's not alpha male or beta male qualities.
Yeah,
and that's probably why we don't use that term here.
Yeah, like so you got so what you have alpha, beta, omega, delta, all that crap.
But so
when it boils down to it, like that's why I asked, was it negative? Because if you look at it, like I did my homework on this shit because I really wanted to know. But the first thing that came up when it came down to beta males is confidence. I just heard what you just said. So yeah, right.
So would you say a submissive man is a beta male?
That's what, according to what I read.
But it depends on what you submit to.
Okay.
What do you want your man to submit to?
God.
Okay. Understand? Yeah.
Firm in that thing.
Yeah. I like that.
She like, and what?
But this man, because you might have your thoughts of alpha, beta, delta, omega, whatever else. You're gonna want him to be firm in whatever he's in. You don't want him to be so we're gonna say wishy-washy, indecisive. You're gonna want a leader, a man that's like, baby, listen, we're going out to Roof Chris tonight. Well, I didn't feel like Roof Chris. I wanted T-bones. I wanted Outback. No, listen, baby. I already made reservations. We're going to Roof Chris. That's it. Now, if he's like, well, you're right. I really don't want Roof Chris tonight. We should just go to Outback. Then you're gonna be like, that's your baby, but that ain't really alpha or leader traits, right or wrong?
That's a singular.
It's compromising, but
it's a singular situation, and it goes beyond just something from that perspective. Like for instance, if he like all strong, like say loud and wrong, like we going to yada yada yada, and then you didn't fill up the gas, saying the car ain't cleaned out, like little details have not been made, or we get there and it's crowded, or the reservation really wasn't made, or you really didn't put it in the budget, you really didn't have the money for it, or what have you, or you're just saying we're gonna go, but I don't even like steak, and it's like, it's not about compromising, but it's like now you're just flexing on me.
Okay, so as a man, and I'm pretty sure Jay would agree with this. So in that situation, okay, we made plans, right? We got to the place, shit ain't work out, right? We have to, if we don't have a plan B, we are going to come up with a plan B right then and there. You know what, baby? It's crowded in here. Reservation, they said, like they told me it was going to take this long. We get here, they said it's an hour and a half wait. On the fly right now. We about to make other plans. Now, if the man is like, you know what? We're just gonna wait this hour and a half. I just saw your face. We're gonna wait this hour and a half till we sit down. Dre, right? No. So once they tell you those plans, your plans change automatically. You like, you know what? You about to go ahead and take these reins. Like, you know what? I'm about to figure something else out because my baby hungry. I'm hungry. We thought we was about to, come in here. We had reservations. We about to sit down, whatever else. But they tell us an hour and a half. You gonna make shit happen, or beta or more submissive man might be like, what do you want to do? Or he's gonna ask you, what do you want to do?
Or
right?
No, or I've had experiences where some people, they have anger issues. They so hard, pressed on being in charge.
But that's fake.
And now it's like now you like snapping, and you just change the whole vibe for the night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking good, you looking good. Yeah, reservations was like a little off or whatever. But like, if you just kind of could smooth it over, or you quick with the tongue, like to spit something and keep the mood right, like we could just vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it mess around and just be some appetizer, or even like a drive-through, and like for the experience of just the energy that you bringing into that moment, we connecting, and now we good. You know what I'm saying?
Ray, what you thinking? What's your thoughts on
What's my thoughts on what, bro?
I mean, like I said, that's just me. That's just
on
me.
this
Because I've experienced both, like the negative and the positive, where it was like we had to detour real quick and it ended up being something real simple. But he was like quick on his feet and he was just, flirting and just keeping the vibe. And
but you have to. So I think as a man that knows what you want to, and you're gonna get to your point, and that's more of a. And like I said, this is not this is an unapologetic new. Like we don't do the alpha beta male talk.
I can't wait to see the comments.
but so you're going to get to, you're going to find a way to your end result, whether, okay, this shit ain't happening, so we're going to make something else happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to sit around and wait to, an hour and a half for this seat or whatever else. Whether I got to, okay, the plan's fucked up. You know what? I'm gonna take baby girl to the river walk.
Yeah.
And we gonna walk the river walk, hold hands, and do some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like plans was fucked
like
up.
a ratchet city, a ratchet river walk.
Just something off the cuff.
We all got a little ratchet in us.
I'm saying like
I'm just playing. I'm just kidding.
I'm saying some cities be ratchet. And you get out there, you like, yo, like
Drake, she's in St. Louis.
Why you look like?
Okay.
Like if you tell me you want to rewalk in St. Louis, I'm like, it's a no. When you strap, I need
your pistol.
Yeah, I need my tennis shoes. I need to put my hair up. Take my either I got some tennis shoes or I got some I can kick out of real quick.
Get going.
Yes.
So listen, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Okay.
Talk to us about karmic relationships, this energy, all this other stuff. So you are I'm big into energy.
Yes.
Astrology.
That's my strength.
Signs, all this other.
Yes.
And as you said before, you are a baby witch.
Baby witch.
So when people hear witch, they automatically go to negative.
Yeah, they do.
Right?
Yeah.
I did.
So tell us about baby
I
witch.
ain't gonna hold you.
I mean, like I said, I don't practice. I don't actively practice as far as like consistent rituals.
So when you talk about practice and rituals, you talking about spells.
Yes.
Okay.
Like spells, and even just like some things are not even just spells. It's just like a deeper layer of manifestation. And then like you could be they call it I'm trying to put it in context for y'all. A nature witch, where you connect with, so like you move with the seasons, whatever is going on, like say if it's a storm, you harness like the energy, like different energy, like when it's like, extreme weather, or when it's definitely when it's a full moon or a new moon, or you understand like, you track those things and then you move with that energy, you harness that energy.
Okay.
The sun.
All right.
So lost. I'm sorry. I'm so lost.
So,
and I could put it in, like I said, I could put everything together because, like, say, paper is made from what? I mean, I'm sorry, money's made from what? Paper,
trees, all that stuff. Okay,
exactly. So
right.
If you have a connection with that tree or trees, then you probably can do it, make that money flow.
Okay,
you can manifest, or you can do a spell. You can tap into that.
Okay, but so when you talk about you like move with the seasons,
that's if you're a nature witch. You got kitchen witches, you got nature witches, you got.
All right, listen, we're not gonna get into No. I know the terms are good. I like, but I feel like there's a lot of them.
It's because some people.
So what would you call yourself?
Well. For me, like I said, my strength is astrology, but if I could, I would rather be a nature witch.
Okay, nature. All right. So you would move or be with the seasons.
And then like it is. I mean, if you think y'all seen the movie or cartoon like Snow White with the dwarves and like the little bird and the birds, all come around her and like they feed her, and the squirrels like they like look out for her.
So are you telling us Snow White is a witch?
Yeah.
Snow White.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Because she has magic and she uses the energy of the forest. It sounds corny, but it's true. Like that's
Brandy.
what the whole movie's about.
Brandy,
come on.
They just made it look nice. I'm just trying to tell y'all, like, I'm sorry to make y'all feel bad. Because she had a curse on her. And he had to do what? The prince had to do what? Kiss her. And that's usually what happens. Like if you're a witch, like you have other witches, because she was pursued by a heavier witch.
So
she was a baby witch.
Snow White is a baby witch.
Yeah, and she was pursued by the big witch, the dark witch, who was trying to take her out. And the prince basically had to kiss her.
All right.
Remember? Y'all don't remember that?
I do remember. Yeah, I do remember.
Oh, I'm thinking about Sleeping Beauty. I'm sorry. Sleeping Beauty.
So
remember she was asleep?
But Snow White had a. Did she have a spell on her?
She had to get kissed too.
Yeah,
the slipper. She had the slipper.
No, that's Cinderella.
Cinderella slipper. Okay,
Snow White had to get kissed too.
Snow White had to get kissed too.
All the motherfuckers had to get kissed.
Wait. Snow White, Cinderella.
All the motherfuckers.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I was talking about Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, because Sleeping Beauty had she had the doors with her. You know, like that was her little.
No, Snow White.
Snow White had the doors.
Oh yeah.
See, Cinderella lost her
the slipper.
Yeah.
And Sleeping Beauty had to be kissed to woken up.
Yeah.
To be woken up.
She lived in the forest, right?
But Snow White had
But it's all magic. Y'all don't remember that?
I definitely remember that.
It's all
Okay, all right. So
and so that same concept is current now.
All right, so come on, bro. I'm gonna go into karmic relationships, right? So as I'm gonna, because
it's superstars that are witches.
I believe it. So I talked to Dre. Well, I didn't really talk to Dre about it, but I sent him. Did I send you a screenshot or what did I send you?
No, I read it in the notes.
Okay, so it was in the notes. No. Okay. So
it's a lot of witches in Georgia too.
I believe it. Karmic relationships. He read it in the notes, but I'm going to, by definition.
Okay.
A little definition.
By definition, whatever. Karmic relationship. A karmic relationship can be a turbulent relationship.
Yes.
People may feel instant and intense connection with each other, but the relationship may be full of highs and lows and toxic behavior and patterns. All right. So when we talked about it,
yep.
You basically said something, i.e., and this will probably be the first time Dre heard this because it was the first time I heard this. And I'll use me for example. Mm-hmm. Let's say I'm in a relationship with a woman and it's very toxic, a lot of turbulence, whatever else. The way I understood it, the way when you was talking about it, is that could be me paying a debt. Mm-hmm. For
a past life
that I did that I had, like so maybe I screwed somebody over in a past life.
No, it's that person. It's not somebody.
That person. Like, yeah. So I screwed that person over in a past life, and now I'm paying. Now they're repaying me in this life.
So a karmic. So it's different types. So if you're connecting. So for instance, like I have a person that I'm talking to, and like so I got my reading, and my mentor told me like. So we have a sure past life.
Okay. Whoa.
Wait, you have a person. Wait, what?
So the person I'm talking to now, like we shared a past life before.
How do you know that?
My mentor told me. I got a reading. And
okay.
I felt it.
So you and this person that you're talking to now had a connection or was involved in your past life?
Yes.
All right.
What does that even mean?
That meant like in some other life. So you gotta. So that's why you have to.
If you believe in that,
in reincarnations.
And said person subscribes to this.
He don't know.
Okay. All right. So how did so in this reading? Okay. So continue on. So this person could have. It could be good or bad. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, because a karmic debt doesn't have to be negative.
This is a person that you are attached to
until you transition out of that lesson.
Until you transition out of that. So you said lesson. Mm-hmm. So basically, something. So if you screwed this person over, and now you're attached to them in this life, that whatever it is that happened has to run its course.
Yes, and it doesn't have to be, say, like you said, screw the person over.
Like, it could be something good.
Like, say for instance, like y'all seen them old movies, right? And like, say the people, they were in a relationship and it got cut premature because one or both of the people died, right?
Okay.
And then so lifetimes later, boom, somewhere their paths intersect, and then it's like your souls know, and like when you meet that person, it's not like it's like a natural instinct. Like it's certain things that you'll know that y'all will just be moving and flowing naturally on, and it's like a language where you don't even have to talk. Like for instance, I don't want to freak out. So it's like say like so like sometimes he'll call me, but I'll hear it in my dreams, and then like I'll wake up and then like the text will come, or like I'll see the message in my dream, and then like he'll text me.
Okay.
So that part is like the other layer that solidifies, because that's the psychic connection. You could build a psychic connection with anybody.
But it's just you that are like so this bond, he does not really know anything about.
Not on the level that I think that he probably does. We've never had the conversation yet. Not in this detail.
So with his bond, do you think that he is connected to you in the sense of, okay, so let's go to the other realm, because I know like listeners will like this will, I guess, resonate more. Somebody, let's say so somebody's in a toxic relationship, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a womb mate. That's like,
so they're in a toxic relationship, and this toxic relationship transferred over from a past life to this life. So me, you, Dre have seen this a bunch of times, to where a man or a woman is like, you know what? I know they bad for me, or they fucked me over. They done this, they done that, but I love them. I can't let go of them. That's karmic relationship.
It can be, but a lot of times, like that goes back to personal attachment style, which goes into psychology. But if you're talking about from a spiritual perspective, as far as like karmic relationships being negative, a lot of times like it's not just one person; it's both of them. They both need to come together, and they both have to get something out of it. Sometimes they come together and it's the baby. And it's like, okay, it's a baby mother, father situation. So I could say maybe like my son father, we was together off and on for a while, and it was a really toxic relationship. Mm-hmm. But it was like, I kept feeling like, okay, it was just something just kept drawing me to this thing. Like, okay, I gotta like let this thing run its course.
Okay. So me and Dre have been married before, right? Mm-hmm. By listening to this and going through this, our ex-wives, we were connected to them in a past life.
I can't tell you that. You have to.
No, I'm saying, so would I be wrong to think that?
It's a possibility. I would tell you if you want to solidify it, then you have to get a reading, and it would show in your astrological chart. I'm serious, like, and that's where
no.
And that's where
to each his own.
Yeah.
But
the numbers are not gonna lie to you. That's why I say, like, if I could show you a chart, and that's why I say, like, that's why I say I rely on numbers. Like, say for instance, like for instance, if I give you my life path number, like you could like sometimes like you could meet somebody and like you could be connected to them, and like y'all could have a similar life path. Like your life path numbers could be like, be compatible. Mm-hmm. That's a simple way I can show you as far as like numbers wise, to kind of like give you some concrete evidence.
All right.
And again, like karmic relationships could be like me and you was arch enemies. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And now it just so happens that you my coworker or you my supervisor, or like say for instance, like in the past life I was in charge, and then now in this life I work for you. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So now the debt is like reversed. So I gotta basically work through this relationship because you treated me bad. And
okay, so that's where I was getting.
Yeah.
So that's where I was getting.
Yeah. It
So
don't have to be like straight, like always romantic.
okay, so that's where I was getting.
Yeah.
All right,
it's
so
about karmic debt. And then like say something, some people, like this one girl I know, she was like, her mother was her daughter in her past life. So their roles flipped. So now she's the daughter and her mother is the mother. And so sometimes like they still kind of go back into those other roles where she's, parenting her mom, because in the past life she was the parent.
All right, so I'm going to use Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
His karma could be from his father,
yes,
or his mother.
Yep.
So whatever
Grandparents.
whatever he's going through
Mm-hmm.
is not something that he brought upon himself. Like, let's say he fucked over 2 or 3 women, and people. So these days we're quick to use karma, energy, toxic, all these other things, like these words, into like, because they're trendy words now.
Mm-hmm.
But
so the definition,
my karma, your karma, his karma is not like, if we do something today, that shit don't turn around the next day and hit you, or the next week.
Mm-hmm.
It more likely is going to be passed down to his son, his daughter, or maybe not even them. It might hit the grandkids.
Mm-hmm. And it could be positive or negative.
Right.
Yeah. And that so that is a definition of epigenetics. That's science right there. So epigenetics is where they did a study with their mice, right? And they were like, okay, put this little scent down and they make this noise. And so like when they smell this scent, then they automatically resonate. They're like, okay, this is the noise, this is where we need to go do. We need to X, Y, and Z. It's gonna be like some harm come to us. So the next generation of mice had never, experienced it, but when they smell the same scent, they had the same response. And you could say the same thing for so many different generations of Black people. We could also have, like, again, as a culture, you know what I'm saying, epigenetics. We talking about the fight or flight, being like mistrustful all the time because you might not realize it, but it's encoded in it could be encoded into your DNA from generations before.
Okay.
And that's on science.
All right. On science, not on period, but on science. Okay. All right. Listen, I'm gonna switch up real quick because I know this is something me and Dre talked about. So you had mentioned to me, just that quick, I forgot. We were talking about astrology.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I forgot that quick. I didn't. That's bad. That's bad.
That's why you get paid. You get paid for that.
I don't. Well, yeah, I do. You know what? I got a percentage somewhere on that.
You do.
Yeah, I do. But no. I remember. Okay. So we were talking about astrology, reading signs and everything else, right? Mm-hmm. So you had told me that if you like someone that reads signs or whatever else, they can't tell you specifics. I'm sorry, not read signs, but
give readings.
Give readings. They can't tell you specifics.
Yeah. Right? So for instance, like nobody is authorized in the spirit realm to give you information that you don't already know.
Okay, so stop. So with that, I took and my response was, okay, if you was to get a reading and someone says, like, you know what, someone close to you is going to get terminally sick. My response would be like, well, no. So if, like, let's say someone told that to Dre and he told me, like, man, listen, I got a reading the other day and the psychic told me that someone in my family is going to get terminally sick. And I would like, you know what? Like, nigga, no shit. Like that happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's very broad and bland. Like I can tell you that, on any given day, but I guess it kind of makes sense.
Right.
If you say, okay, this person can't give you specifics or whatever else, because when a lot of people say they have readings or they got readings, they'll say like, oh, they told me I was going to come into some money, or somebody was going to get sick, or this was going to happen, or that was going to happen. But they didn't tell me, like, when I was going to like hit this money, or how it was going to be lottery, or it was going to be my mother that got sick, or it was going to be this. So I'm like,
and the rule is technically you're not supposed to share your readings.
Okay. I never knew that.
Yeah, that's the power.
So I never knew that, and I never knew that someone that gives you readings can't give you specifics.
Like, say for instance, if I'm gonna give you a reading, I could be like, okay, I can pull together pieces of stuff like in your past, right?
Okay.
And then I can kind of like basically triangulate those things, and then give you like, say, an idea of what this could be. And the reason for that, them not saying, all right, Brandy, Tony, blah blah blah, your firstborn brother, he's gonna die on this day, because they're not authorized to do that. And I'm talking about like in a spiritual realm, you know what I'm saying? They all, because when they're connecting to you, they're connecting to you through your guides. That's how they get information about you.
Okay.
And so based off of, so what I'm trying to tell you is that you have people that are protecting you in that time frame when you're doing that session. So they're only divulging certain information to that medium, which is what they're acting on behalf of, because you're giving them access to you. So I'm giving somebody access to me to talk to people that know me in the spirit realm. So they only can get so much.
Are you authorized to give readings?
Yeah.
What can you get? Really?
I can give readings, but I don't.
Why not? I don't want to read it. I'm just asking.
because
I don't want to know.
Because, I don't get readings because
I don't want to know.
No, I don't get readings because I don't feel like people only want to hear what they want to hear. And the NCO in me comes out where I'll be like, you supposed to, and you got to, and you need
Okay,
to.
so hold on. So when you say people only hear what they want to hear,
people only want to know what they want to know.
What want to know. So when you give a reading, you have to, you give the good and the bad. You can't just say like you're going to get, if you see something that says this person going to become rich, but while they're becoming rich,
they're going to suffer.
They're going to suffer, or someone close to them is going to die. You can't just tell them you're going to become rich. You have to tell them they're going to become rich and they're going to lose. Maybe their spouse is going to die, or a child may die. Lord, like,
and I'm going to tell you, like, I've had things come to me and I didn't share it. Like, for instance, my girlfriend, she was like so excited, like it was her first baby, and this is real sensitive. And so of course she was sharing that information with me. And then later on, if not that same day, I knew that that baby wasn't gonna want to live. And so when she had a stillborn, so I felt it and I saw it, right in that moment. And I didn't want to, I was like, so I went in and requested, I was like, look, I was like, I'm not doing that. And then my other girlfriend, when she was going through a divorce, she ended up have checked herself in inpatient, and they soldiers, right? These two female soldiers. She checked herself inpatient, and because she was going through a divorce, and it was like a fourth deployment, you know what I'm saying? A new marriage. It was like a lot. And like I saw all of that like over a session of like 2 weeks in like different flashes. And so I just called and like checked on her or whatever. So like if I sit and I'm around certain people, I can absorb like their energy, and some things will come to me. But
listen, you got me fucked up right now. I'm for real. I'm not gonna lie. Because I want to ask you this right now. Like, do you feel negative energy in this room?
No.
Okay.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be laughing.
I'm just saying, like, but no, listen, Dre. Because like, I'm just
like,
I wanted to. Yeah, I want to like.
I'm just legit checking it out.
I just wanted like that. I was prompted to feel like, do you feel negative energy? Wow.
No. And so, like, if people don't ask me, if certain people that are like gifted or psychic or even like religious, if they don't see what, if you gifted and you can't see what my gift is, I'd be like, well. But like the ones that are gifted and they can see see me for like who I am, they be like, whoa, okay. and they're like, so then they start talking to me, you know what I'm saying, regular, but some people who don't see me, and I'm like, you supposed to like say you say you of the gift or whatever. I'm like, you don't, I'm like, okay, you don't see me, all right, whatever. So
all right, so before we get out of here and close this out, because I guess this should have been something that we led with. So what made you get into being or becoming good? So how long have you been a baby witch, and what made you actually want to look into it?
So is it okay? So is it politically correct to say that you practice witchcraft?
yes.
Okay.
Cool. I don't practice because I'm not, like I said, I'm not a practicing witch. I'm a closet witch. You can call it, I'm a closet witch or a baby
but
witch.
You practice in the confines of your own home?
I don't. Not at the level that I should.
But you do somewhat.
I do.
So you practice?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
so
are
you
correct.
practice.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
You're right. Thank you. You're right.
You're
right. I do.
I'm here for you.
Thank you. Integrity.
Accountability. Accountability.
Yes, accountability.
Okay. We got it.
Yes.
We got it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm not a big witch.
Okay. So what like made you get into it and want to do it and I guess seek it out or whatever?
Well, ever since I was little, I always had dreams. And then like I thought it was like regular. And then so just little things, just knowing certain things and want to know more about myself. And then so given things are changing as far as like perspectives in society, and now with social media, I have different outlets I can go and like commune and talk to people that have similar experiences as me.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, well, if it's witchcraft, whatever you want to call it. And then technically, historically, all of our ancestors, especially those of color, the ones from the Caribbean, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Haitians, and on the continent, not the country, the continent of Africa, they have certain beliefs that we've been taught in this country that were that are negative or demonic. And when you really just go and learn about it, especially being in the position I was in before I retired, I had to be unbiased in all these different areas to include religion. And so I used to just do more homework about it as far as like from a work perspective, but then too before and I was in Louisiana for 2 years, and a lot of people.
You were stationed at Fort Polk.
I was stationed at Fort Polk, and so before I came to Fort Polk, but before I came to Fort Polk, before I came to Fort Gordon, I left when I was at Fort Polk in Louisiana. I realized that it was more activity as far as like spirituality in Georgia than it was actively in Louisiana. So it's being commercialized here in Georgia.
I would have never thought that.
So because Louisiana is like, it's rooted, it's like a commonplace thing. It's not, but like in Georgia, it's becoming commercialized, and it's like a trending thing. So it's like hot and popping, XYZ. So for me, I took it as like knowledge is power. So let me go ahead and arm myself with knowledge and learn more before I leave Louisiana and go to Georgia, and then somebody just rolling up on me and probably could see what my gift is or whatever, and then trying to like, lure me into some shenanigans or whatever. So let me get my life together. Whatnot. So it's just, for me, it's just more, but less about education. But if I do a reading, mine is definitely going to be more on the astrological or numerology basis, not from a energy perspective. I'm not an energy reader. I am, but I don't do energy readings. If I were to give readings, it would be from an astrological standpoint. And it would be just telling you, like guiding you on things that belong to you, that resonate with you, and that's about you. And so it's not to convince you or to convert you, but it's like, okay, this is already who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Going on.
Yeah, like you born on 1 November of 1999. So this means X, Y, Z, and what have you. Put them numbers together and like give you like just like a map for yourself.
That's some spaced out shit, man.
It is.
I mean, but astrology is like it's so antiquated. It's that people have been using it for millions of years.
You're absolutely right. Because I come from a very religious, I guess, praying mother, and she would like if I was to tell her like, listen, I did a podcast today. And I'm sitting like I had a baby witch. She would be like,
active fool.
Babe, why would you let them demons in your house? So it would go automatically to something negative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like once you start once you read stuff, you watch TV shows, you realize like, okay, slaves were like practice certain outside of Christianity, they practiced certain religions. They did certain things, like everything wasn't negative. It wasn't because when people think about witchcraft, they think about evil. Yeah. They think about demons and killing and death and everything else, which it might not necessarily be that.
No, I mean, and of course, like people are gonna tell you that, but it's like I said, just to kind of like get straight to it and not to dress it up, I just go ahead and say like, hey, it is what it is. It's and like I talked to you before, spirit. You look at like religion is more confined and it's boxed, and witchcraft it belongs in the realm of like different aspects of spirituality, and spirituality is unlimited. But if you are not from a religious background of some sort, and you do not have knowledge on the basis and foundation on like that particular religion, and you get into spirituality, you're gonna get your ass handed to you.
I believe it.
Yeah.
All right.
Because there are a lot of intertwinings of each whatever their religion. And you talk about spirituality, you have to know religion to be able to understand and really go into spirituality.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. We're gonna get into these unapologetic truths. Because I'm about to knock it over. But so today we're gonna do wife playmate this.
Oh man, did you add her in?
Huh? I added her in. Yeah. Added her in. So me and Dre gonna go, and then we'll let you go, so you can kind of get the gist of what's going on. How we do it, the gist of what we're doing. So Dre, I took us back to the 90s. But so wife playmate this. We got entertainers. Give me 3 numbers, 1 through 6, and I'll tell you who you got.
Yeah, of course.
1, Angela Bassett.
6,
Vanessa Williams. 4 would be Lisa Bonet. Damn. Wife playmate this. Angela Bassett, Lisa Bonet, Vanessa Williams.
I'm wifing. Wait, wife playmate
this. Yep.
I'm wifing Lisa Bonet.
Wife and Lisa Bonet. Why you wifing Lisa Bonet?
Because she just is. I would like to know. Like she seems like.
So I'm about to ask you that. Okay. She said.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I would believe it. I would believe that.
I believe that too.
I would believe Lisa Bonet is a witch.
But I was gonna say.
And she said, you know what? She whispered that. She's like, when you said wife, she said.
Yeah. Oh, I would definitely wife Lisa Bonet because I think first of all, she's a beautiful woman.
Absolutely.
Second of all, I like she's mysterious, man. Like, you know what I mean? To me.
Is that part of her being a witch?
Yeah, she's a Scorpio.
Yeah,
oh my God.
I mean, she is.
Right.
That's what they
okay.
Right. Okay. My playmate is going to be you said Angela Bassett, right?
Angela Bassett and Vanessa Williams.
Yeah, Angela Bassett gonna be my playmate.
Really?
Yeah, she's gonna be my playmate.
Hmm.
I just, okay. She's a beautiful woman. And black don't crack. And even at the age that she is, I don't even know how old she is, but I know she's much older than me. So
what, mid late 50s, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
it don't matter.
Playmate wise, I want to see how she give it up.
Okay.
And
Why would you diss Vanessa?
I'm cool on Vanessa Williams.
Okay.
Though.
Yeah.
I'm cool. She fits the description, like light skin, green eyes, hazel eyes, whatever the fuck. Like, I'm cool on that though.
Okay. All right. So you left me with you said 1,
4 and 6.
4 and 6. So you left me with Regina King, Vivica Fox, and Nicole Ari Parker.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
How do you know this stuff?
Before I get into this,
how do you know this stuff?
Yeah, how do you know this stuff?
I told y'all that's my strength. I've been saying
so can you just hear the names and be like, I know what they are?
No, because like I said, my strength is astrology, so that's what a lot of baby witches do. We follow like superstars, and they're learn more in their personality.
Let me ask you this real quick. Before you sat down with us, did you know all of us were Aries?
No.
Okay, all right.
All
right. I'm glad you didn't say yes.
Because that would be for an energy, somebody who's an energy reader. That's when their psychic is strong.
I said Regina King, Nicole Ari Parker, and who? Dre had Lisa, Angela Bassett.
I had 1, 4, and 6.
1, 4, and 6. So I got 2, 3, 5. Oh,
what's
man.
the last one?
Regina King, Vivica Fox, Nicole Ari Parker.
Vivica Leo.
I'm wifing Regina. Vivica gotta be my playmate because she
50 said she do crazy.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. So Regina, man, listen, Regina like fine wine to me.
Yes, she
Regina's like fine wine to me. Vivica for not for nothing for what Dre just said. And while Nicole Ari Parker, she's probably by society standards the prettiest of them all. The same thing that Dre said.
Williams.
The same thing that Dre said, Vanessa Williams type thing. She's your
cool.
With you, we got athletes. For you, we have athletes.
Okay.
And these are current athletes. Your other ones will be 90s, but
let her pick her numbers.
You got Steph Curry.
Oh, she ain't got no numbers?
He gave me
no, because it's just her.
Oh, it's just okay.
You got Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green. Husband, playmate, this.
Yeah, it's Steph would definitely be a husband, and then
definitely.
Yeah. And Draymond would be the playmate.
Whoa, really?
He's so extra, you know what I'm saying? He just like he has his dramatic moments. And I don't know the other person.
Jimmy Butler?
That's Jimmy Butler right there.
That's Jimmy right there.
Oh, that's a no.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Draymond though?
Yeah.
Draymond? Really?
Yeah, he got them high.
So it ain't about licks though. It ain't about listen, I'm a man, so I'm not going
that chocolate. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Playmate. Wow.
And then Steph will be the husband because he got the demeanor.
This is probably the first we've ever heard Draymond Green being a playmate.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
It makes sense.
It does. All right, Dre.
Okay.
What we got next? We have rappers. Ooh. Eve. No. Give me numbers. Give me numbers.
I'm about to say, I know you got a few.
Pick numbers.
Keep them right though.
1 through 6, same thing.
Okay. 1.
1, Eve.
Scorpio.
5 and 4.
5 would be Missy, and 4 would be MC Light.
You said 90 thing.
Yep. Eve, MC Light, Missy.
was, in my mind, I was
I
saying.
can hear the music. I'm popping.
Missy, MC Light.
Yep. Eve, Missy, MC Light.
Eve, Missy, MC Light. I am wifing.
MC like a chameleon.
Oh no. Got the wheels turning. He got the wheel. You know what? I'm
wifing MC Light.
Okay. I know who the playmate is.
Yeah, what? Duh. I mean,
the pit bull in the skirt.
Yeah, the pit bull in the skirt is my playmate, and unfortunately, Missy Misdemeanor has.
You say unfortunately? I'm not even unfortunately.
She has to walk the plank.
Because listen, Missy is nowhere near attractive to me. Like it could have been
not to me.
Like you probably could have put the brat in there or someone that only like men, and I've been like, Missy got to walk.
She's in her masculine all the time.
Who's that? The brat?
Missy.
Or Missy?
Missy.
Okay. Her masculine energy. Mm-hmm. Oh, we didn't even get into that. But all right. So
with it.
So Dre, you said 1, 4, and 5.
I think so.
So you left me with Foxy,
yeah,
Pepper, and Trina. That's a lineup. Wow, that is a lineup. So while I think all three, in my opinion, I think all three of these women are very toxic.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think all three of them are very toxic. It would be very hard for me to find the wife, but I would have to. Wow. I would have to go with Foxy as my wife.
She can't hear.
She don't need to hear. But that's, you know what, that might be a good thing.
That's what I'm saying.
That might be a good thing. Now that you say that,
yeah, she lost.
You know, her hearing is bad. She
lost.
So that might be.
I didn't know that.
I got. Foxy would be wife, and Trina, of course, my playmate. Trina, and unfortunately, as much as I love Pepper.
Yeah, it is.
I love Pepper, but
her pictures ain't matching up.
Not today. She done had a couple surgeries.
Okay, yeah.
But you said 90s though, so we.
Yeah.
Are we talking about back in the day?
So,
or now?
So we're talking prime Pepper.
That's different.
I got to.
That's different.
I got to.
That's different.
I got as much as I love. But we
talking making Pepper walk the plank.
But we talking prime Trina, but all of them are toxic though. All of them are toxic. As a motherfucker.
I would say Trina has been the only one that's come around to being a little bit more than the other ones.
Fox is still in. Fox is still a looker too, but I mean, but
no,
we talking
like
calming
down.
Calming down. Yeah. So I mean, unfortunately, Pepper she out of here. And I listen. I love Pepper.
Yeah, Pep.
I like that. But all right. So for you, Miss, your rappers, you got Tupac, you got Method Man, LL.
Yeah, who?
Tupac, Method Man, LL.
Method Man.
Tupac, Method LL.
Hey, she got a rocket with that motherfucker. Yeah,
Tupac, Method Man, LL. Husband, playmate.
Okay. Let me get my life together.
Yeah.
So your husband will be LL, and then playmate will be Method, and then of course Tupac got to go.
Well, tell me more. So why is LL husband?
Because he's solid. You know what I'm saying?
He's solid where?
He evolved over the years, and he kept building his empire, and it's like he low key and he still hold it together, and his skin be popping. You know what I'm saying? He got them. You know,
Okay.
he husband material.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
He got that boss flex, you know.
Okay.
LL is husband. All right.
Mhm.
Meth is playmate.
Oh, yeah.
My playmate.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just like that that 90s, you know, New York fantasy, like
And you all I need to get by video.
Yes, and all the Wu-Tang.
Yo,
Okay.
Side note,
Money rules everything.
how did this motherfucker become a sex symbol?
Who better than me?
No, listen. No, hold on.
Oh, okay.
How did this motherfucker become a sex symbol?
They always hide.
With half of his hair cornrowed.
That was like, yes.
That's amazing.
Yes, I mean, and then like he is a lyricist, a poet. Like
he is. No, he a bad motherfucker on the mic now.
He definitely.
Yeah,
I'm talking about being a sex symbol though. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like he didn't want to like don't have no job, but just like talk to you. He'd be like, all right.
And you talking about with
like,
the white contact?
Yeah,
like,
right. Bangs and all that shit.
Yeah, like you know, that's that.
That's that good girls like bad guys.
Yeah, that's that good girl. Yeah, that's
okay.
that.
All right.
Like you ain't got no job.
But you gonna go crazy though. You gotta go.
Like, okay, yeah, we're gonna do that.
All right. So Tupac was this. Why you diss Tupac? Why he got to step?
Me too. Wow. And I mean, it's too much heat. You know, everybody want him. You know,
everybody wanted Method Man though.
I mean, but
big time sex symbol. That's why I asked what I asked.
But he's still here though. Like Tupac was so wild. Like
he out of here.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
you know
Respect.
Okay.
Respect.
Got you.
But I mean, most definitely respect Tupac, but definitely, you know.
All right.
Pay respect to those. That
Dre.
Yes, sir.
Last one.
Okay.
1 through 6. 2 Chili from TLC.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's only one Chili.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
2, 3, 4. Fuck it.
2, 3, 4. 2 Chili. 3 Faith Evans. 4 Brandy. Chili, Faith, Brandy. Wow. Yeah, that ain't bad.
Chili. That's
Chili, Faith, Brandy. Which leaves me with Adina Howard.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Maya.
Oh yeah.
And Erykah Badu.
Okay.
A witch, right?
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Erykah Badu. She they call it Big Homie. You know what I'm saying? She like Big Homie.
All right, Dre. Talk to me. Chili, Faith, Brandy.
Faith and Brandy. Okay. I'm wife and Faith. I'm wife, and here's why. I'm wife and Faith because at the end of the day,
I know why.
Yeah, you know why? Because she rode.
I knew it.
She rode.
Gemini.
Yeah, she rode.
How you know she a Gemini?
What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? All right. Nobody know. I mean, shit. Who is this stuff? Only you. Like,
I think that's a good match.
Okay. Gemini Aries is a good match? Mm-hmm. Really? Okay.
It be drama, but you know, it's crazy.
Well, Faith is full of drama from, I mean, the Biggie, Tupac, and the Stevie J shit.
Yes.
And the Stevie J shit, right? But so Faith is I'm gonna wife Faith, but she gonna ride, right?
Okay.
She you know what I mean? Like she can go against the grain, right? I might blow you away with this one though.
You about to. I know you about to.
So my playmate is gonna be Brandy.
Oh, I knew he was gonna say it.
my playmate is going to be Brandy, and here's why. My playmate is going to be Brandy because for her throughout her career, there has been little to no emphasis on being sexy, if you will.
You know, she just released a diss song.
Yeah, I did. I heard it earlier.
to Jack Harlow. Yeah.
So with that only leads me to believe, because I don't kiss and tell, right?
Nobody kiss and tell with Brandy.
You right.
Never heard.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
Yeah.
So, and in my mind, most of the people that don't kiss and tell are the ones that's gonna take you down through there.
Okay.
So I'm rocking with Brandy. Chili, I'm not sold on all that dancing and gyrating shit. I'm not sold on that shit, man.
The 6-pack.
Yeah, I'm not sold on it. I'm not sold. She's beautiful, but I'm not sold.
God,
bro.
yes. Listen.
I'm not sold.
Oh
bro.
my God.
I'm not sold.
But so no, I understand it.
You got some good picks.
I understand it because no. Those were good picks that you just had.
Yours are better. I would have rather had yours.
Probably. Me too. But me too.
You too, right? Right.
Me too. But no. But because if you want to classify Faith as the one that's going to stand by you,
yeah, it's obvious.
So it's a no-brainer for Faith. But I might have Chili. Might have just. I don't know.
Well,
like that
when it comes down I hear you, but when it comes down to TLC, even when as a young boy, the finest motherfucker to me was Left Eye, and the other two fell in place for me. Yeah, for me,
because she stood out the most.
She just looks better than both of them. She looked better than both of them to me. She looked to me she looked better than both of them.
All right,
her tomboy as a young me being young. Her tomboyish appeal gave her more sex appeal.
I like Left Eye too, but as the older I got, Chili just. But all right,
she just age. She aged very well.
So I have Adina Howard, Maya, Erykah Badu.
Okay.
This is easy for me. And it ain't even, I will tell y'all why in a minute. I'm going to wife Maya. Adina Howard's my playmate.
Yeah, of course.
Erykah Badu, I'm scared of.
Yeah?
I am scared of.
Wait, so who's your wife again? I'm sorry.
My wife is Maya.
Maya, of course. Yeah, she's fucking
Adina Howard.
Nuts.
Freak like me, Adina Howard. I need Erykah Badu. I'm scared of because I have seen Erykah Badu turn everybody into beta males, and I am scared of.
Yo, I want to see it. I want to see. Yeah, I want to see.
Erykah Badu has sex appeal and everything like that she talks about and she does. I just like I'm scared. I'm scared of Erykah Badu.
You scared of the honey?
I'm scared of Erykah Badu.
Bro, she is fine.
She is. I like it. I like it. Erykah Badu is one of my favorite songsters.
Yeah, Adina Howard walking the plank for me. If it was me, as a matter of fact, I would wife Erykah Badu and Maya would be my playmate personally. And Adina Howard, freak like me, I ain't sold on Adina Howard. Yeah. I ain't sold.
I'm scared of Erykah. I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared of that witch.
She a fool. She be having.
She might be a powerful witch.
She is. She big witch.
They call
she big. Oh, she big witch.
Big sis. Big witch. Yeah.
She turned a Chicago nigga and an Atlanta nigga. Put them niggas in dashikis, nigga.
Had them niggas beta as fuck.
Wow.
Beta as fuck.
That nigga Andre 2000 be at airports playing flutes, cuz. Wow. He from East Point. Yeah, bro.
Nah. Yeah, I'm scared of Erykah.
I gotta know though.
I like everything else about Erykah, but I'm scared of Erykah.
I got to know.
Listen. I'm not one to fuck around with the fuck around. I know where my match. I know where my match is at.
That's what you heard that before. Fuck around. That's some shit that's very, very. They say that in North Carolina a lot. Okay.
I know.
She up, ain't it?
Yeah, she up. I know my match. All right, so last one. Entertainers for you. 90s, of course, still. Omar Epps.
90s Omar Epps.
Lorenz Tate.
Look her face.
It's Christmas.
Omar Epps, Lorenz Tate, Morris Chestnut.
No, this easy.
90s Morris Chestnut though.
Yeah.
Like I said, this easy. Lorenz Tate is husband.
Okay.
All right.
So we talk about Love Jones, Lorenz Tate.
Yes.
Okay. What else, Lorenz Tate? O-Dog?
And
Yeah.
Okay.
Old dog. Yeah.
I forgot
Why the food fall in love?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why the food falling up? Yeah. Omar Epps. Wait. Oh,
yeah, Omar gonna walk.
that's a lot up though. That's a lot.
Omar Epps walking?
Yeah, and then Morris is the playmate.
90s?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Why? So you gotta explain. Because we explain. So who her husband is who? Lorenz? Why?
He's so fine. No, because like it's his
Okay.
it's his demeanor and his the way he like carry himself and his intensity, his eyes, and, like it's like a calmness about it, but it's still firm and solid, like like a solid presence.
He gives you real alpha male vibes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just threw that in there.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
All right.
Yeah, he did do.
Playmate, you said Morris.
Mm-hmm.
Why Morris Playmate?
I mean, you know, chocolate's always good.
Okay.
You got them dimples, like that.
Omar chocolates, I'm
yeah, but I
okay.
More chestnut, but that's just me.
You know what? I have a homegirl, one of my closest friends. She is a Morris Chestnut fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell her nothing about Morris Chestnut.
Yeah, he been married for like over 20 years too.
Okay.
Yeah, real spill.
Yeah, solid.
Real spill.
Keep everything locked in.
So, husband Lorenz,
Mm-hmm.
playmate Morris. Oh, but you know what? Which one give you bad boy vibes though?
Lorenz Tate, out of all three of them.
So why wouldn't he be playmate?
Because he got diversity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He got that diversity, like, hey, I ain't too bad, but I got it in.
But wouldn't that be more playmate material though? But so you just keying in on and the male says this is my arm candy. I'm about to walk in this spot and all these bitches gonna look at this nigga like, yeah, that's like I know this bitch didn't walk in with this nigga.
No, he just seems like some dudes give that presence of like, okay, where you could be yourself with them, you know what I'm saying? You could just kind of chill, but you could still feel like that solid man presence. And it's not too overpowering in your presence. Like they have it in them, but it's not to an extent where it's like too overpowering.
Okay.
Like they can meet you there, but at the same time, it's like he can still, bring everything else that he needs to bring into the relationship.
All right.
Maintain it.
So out of all these males that we named, all of them, are any of these warlocks?
I don't know. Mm-mm.
Do you know any of their signs?
Method Man's a Pisces.
Go figure, you with no Method Man's.
I mean, who else can we say? I mean, Tupac is I thought he was a Scorpio, but I think he's a Gemini. I be forgetting because they be going back and forth with his.
Okay, we said Steph Curry.
I forgot. I think he a Virgo and
Draymond Green.
I don't know. And then LL Cool J is a Capricorn.
LL's a Capricorn. Okay.
About their mind.
LL, you said Method Man is what?
A Pisces.
Okay. Did you say Tupac?
I think he a Gemini or a Scorpio. Because I always thought it was
Gemini is May something.
Right now.
What's Scorpio?
Scorpio is a fall.
I think he might be a Scorpio.
Okay, so it's
I don't know for sure, but I think
if it's in October to November, it's Scorpio.
Omar Epps.
I forgot, but I know his wife is a Gemini. Y'all remember Total?
I do.
Yeah.
Can't you see?
You married one of them?
Yeah, they've been married for a minute. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they've been married.
Omar Epps?
They got grown kids.
Okay.
Yeah, they keep that thing a lot.
All right.
Yep.
Lorenz Tate?
Virgo.
What's Virgo?
It's in August.
In August, in September.
Okay. Morris Chestnut.
I forgot. I think it's Taurus. Oh, I know it's Earth.
Earth.
It's got all the elements. Yeah. Earth, fire.
Okay. So what does Aries got?
Huh?
What is Aries?
We
What's Aries
fire.
got? I know we're a fire sign.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we fire.
Okay.
I mean, I could go further into it.
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
We'll do it off camera.
Yeah, we've been talking about
Yeah, I
a
know.
long time.
Yeah, we have.
But that's why I want to, give them a 3-hour podcast. We listen. When we start getting paid, then we can. Listen, I purely enjoyed you.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I did.
Absolutely. Thank you.
For sure.
I
Thank you.
enjoyed this episode.
I appreciate y'all inviting me.
But
You
we gonna
scared me.
let-
You scared me. You scared me at first. When I first walked in, you
Why?
scared me.
Why?
To be honest with you.
Why?
Because the first thing you said was, I've been to your house.
I was trying to have bite him, like,
Right. No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. And once you said, I'm like,
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it like that.
yeah, you said, I've been to your house.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it.
In my
like
mind,
that.
like,
No, you ain't. Like, lady, no, you haven't.
no.
The devil is a lie.
Shit, no. I'm looking at Reggie like,
Oh
Who
no.
the fuck you done bought it?
no, it's all good.
I'm
No,
sorry.
but thank
I
you.
shouldn't- I
Thank you,
shouldn't
man.
say
Yes,
Thanks
but,
for coming on.
Plug yourself if you want to get your socials. Tell the people who you are,
that.
how to find you. All like it. You don't have to, but
Okay.
you know how to sign up.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
You
it's
heard
me.
plenty of-
I was
Oh,
about to
it's
say-
me.
I mean, I
I
was
need,
about to say-
I need to incorporate that shit. It's me, Rez, the Prime Minister. Y'all know where the fuck to find me. But go ahead.
Know
No,
what
I'm
the fuck
saying-
going on?
I was about to say be Will. No, it's me, Brandy. Y'all be easy. Appreciate the host inviting me. It was
Mhm.
definitely awesome. You know what I'm saying? Good energy and good conversation. More to follow. And everybody
Yeah.
gonna do their homework next time.
100%
Damn. That was one. That was like
Yeah.
those wasn't even grazes. Those were
Yeah.
body shots.
But you said you did yours though.
Well,
But I had
because I
to.
put the karmic relationships in there.
Yeah,
Like,
I had
but
to.
some of that stuff. Listen, I got a grandbaby that be all on me. Papa, Papa.
Yeah.
Like this. That's my
Mhm,
girl.
mhm. That's your
Well,
boo.
she don't let me breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luna's the light.
Yeah, and listen, as soon as y'all leave, I go downstairs, it's a wrap. She's like everywhere I'm at, but
Boss.
yeah, that's listen.
Household six.
I'm getting
Absolutely.
Listen, I'm getting ready to get back to Adonis here.
She will
shortly.
put me in my
Oh,
place.
Yeah.
He getting thick too.
Actually, he's thinning out.
Oh, okay, because they're getting taller.
Because
yeah.
I'm big. His mom's big, so
Y'all ain't short people.
right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so he's thinning out now.
He gonna get his height.
Yeah, for sure it's coming.
You good?
Oh
That's
yeah.
it?
Uh-huh.
No,
That's it. Yeah.
nothing else. No
Mm-mm.
socials. They don't need to find you nowhere, right? We good.
Mm-mm.
You know what? I got someone. My sister podcaster.
Okay.
Our sister podcaster.
Okay.
No, I was talking. I was like, listen, me and Dre about to have an episode. It's an episode
Aisha?
right here. Yeah.
Oh,
This is an episode.
she was
like, listen.
Oh my
She was
God.
like, I need you to talk to her because I might meet her.
I'm about to say
episode.
she would pick your brain apart.
Oh yeah.
But listen,
Yeah.
I foresaw it. I said, this is
Oh
an
my
episode.
God. Aisha
I said,
love
this
it.
is
Yeah.
an episode
Yeah.
me and Dre about to have. And I
Yeah.
like all the ones I have, but this is an episode. I love this.
And then we never really got to talk. We really didn't tap into the sex.
We
part.
didn't because listen,
That was what
because we branched off into so many
That's-
other
It
things.
really was talking about sex and spirituality.
Shit.
So
Okay.
we just tapped just like really-
Surface,
we,
like
we can
surface.
stop it and talk. We can stop it and talk, and I can
Okay.
do a bonus, but we good.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's all good.
You good? You,
Oh,
you-
yeah.
Nothing else?
I'm good.
You sure?
Good
You okay?
with a T.
Mm-hmm. Dre?
You always, you know how I am, man. Shout out to the home team, the great state of North Carolina, all my partners, my family. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us, Unapologetic Nation. We appreciate you. We're gonna keep this thing going. Shout out to you, big dog. You know what I mean? You keep this thing afloat as well, man. Thank you, Brandy, for coming on.
It was nice meeting you in person.
What?
Again.
Yeah, right. As always, I close it out with saying mental health is real.
Yes.
Myself,
And
Reg,
this is the month.
it is mental health.
And this is last week that we
awareness. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You solid. Mental health awareness month is coming to a close, but it doesn't mean that we still should shed light on mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Myself, Reg, and now we got Brandy on here. Mental health is real. At the end of the day, we may not be subject matter experts by definition, but if you come on the net, whether it be via Unapologetic Podcast, IG, or our individual IGs, I can assure you, before you harm yourself or you harm others, that we will get you the help that you need. Minus the bullshit.
Yeah.
Different toilet, same shit, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to follow on to what Dre said, mental health is definitely like first and foremost. And to go back to the tragedy that happened in Texas, I read a report earlier today that, everybody that knew this guy, the 18-year-old guy, I'm not even gonna say his name, they commented on that he had mental issues. He was picked on as a child. He was bullied. And like they see this is something that all of this is something that led to what he did, and that is no excuse. And I think a lot of people have grasped onto the mental health thing and started using that as an excuse to do bullshit and act out. Because when we look at other countries, the US is not the only country that has mental health problems, issues, or people that have it. But we don't never see these mass killings and everything else in all these other countries. So, it's a shame that we have to try to differentiate and figure out who really has mental health issues and do all this other shit, because people are like really using this shit reckless as a reason to do dumb shit like whatever the massacre that happened in Texas. But like, share, subscribe. Thank you to everybody that rocks with us, that tunes in, listens, watches, comments, all that good stuff. Thank you for coming on, Brandy.
Thank you for the invite.
I'm pretty sure we probably gonna have you on again. I really enjoyed you.
I'm unemployed, I'm
unemployed on a budget.
I'm right around the corner.
No. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But hey, like I said, like, share, subscribe. As always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Thank y'all for tuning in. Dre the Nomad, Reg Prime Minister, and
Be
Will. We out of here. Hey, thank y'all for everything y'all do, and tuning in. We'll see y'all later. We out of here.
So
yes, sir.
Away.
Yeah. Now, so real quick. Sexuality and
you know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Better follow me.